Aces, ace on the board. Kings are truly the ace magnets. Every time I have kings, an ace is going to appear on the flop. And in this case, both of them have a piece of it. Side cards are pretty low. Tremendous hand for Bob King. Top pair, better kicker. Nut flush draw. Might get a call from Fish Fillet. Fish Fillet bets out 2,000, actually. So Bob Kim is loving this. He can call for value, raise for value. I like just calling here because so many cards just goes all in. Pretty aggressive. It is two pair for Fish Fillet. That's going to be quite shocking when he turns it up. But Bob Kim's got outs. So the man who calls himself Fish Fillet is Tapu from Japan? No, it's Seek 2. Nico with the ever loud hoodie. Got top and bottom here. Remember, Bob Kim had cold called a 3-bet pre-flop.
Take your time.
Can't really put him on an ace-king type hand. Just cold calling there, but you never know. If you don't have enough table time, ranges are wide open. Still checking with check if we're going to get some table sounds here. I want to hear what reason Fish Fillet would ever fold. No, he's not folding. So there's the call. Good pot here. They table the hand. A 5, a 6, a jack, any heart.
Oh my god.
A lot of draws here. Jack comes on the river. Boom.
Revenge.
Just like
But
that.
I have to shove, right?
Well, that's why I don't play low kickered aces, because even when you get two pair, you can get counterfeit or beat by a better aces up. So right down to the felt.
Check.
Here in the second hand of the stream, Masters Poker Live. That chair is electric. Just ejected Nico.
You don't have the shot. You have just go hot.
A quick start, big stack. That was a 10,000 chip game.
Shot glass.
We're playing 25-50 tonight.
Yeah, for the people here.
Not confirmed if it's a squid game.
This smaller shot, like
Maybe just 25-50.
Hindi pa ako nagbiblind.
Can you bring all the grass to just match the nine thing?
I'll show you what it is, but we don't have a phone to show you.
And they have only 2 or 3 shot glass here.
So hindi ako makapag-big blade.
I don't think
And
so.
if they don't, they can go to the Korean store next door.
Gonna need some feedback, guys.
I don't think so, right?
Come back, Richard.
The management like bar here, but they don't have.
Let's move it along. Let's see if Nico comes back with a fresh stack, or if we're gonna get a fresh customer. Ryan got away from those kings pretty good. Minimizes losses to just the 3-bet of 700. What a great result for losing with kings. Losing the minimum.
Wow, Yuki-san, devil mine.
All right, we got DK with 5-3 offsuit. I figure DK is seat 7. DK from Japan.
700 total.
Ace jack. You have queens right now. So jacks or queens.
Okay, DK is short for Daisuke. Back to the hand. I like Daisuke. Like, strong name. He's got a strong game. Go with it. He's not in this hand, by the way. So we got Yuki, Brian, and Bob Kim. Still playing pre. Hefty. Looks like it's been a raise-re-raise situation. After the flop, we go in a sorted, all kinds of hands in this one.
Already check.
Little hit for Brian. Bigger hit
All in.
with a gut shot for Yuki.
All in.
And Bob Kim's got exactly what you want when you play suited ace. You want the nut flush draw. If you don't drop it outright, you at least want to draw it. Wow, everyone's got a piece of this. But how is the pot 21,500? Because Bob Kim just moved in. He can't actually win 21,000, sorry, because the effective stacks are about, well, it's 8-5 for Brian. And Yuki's got a bit less. Bob Kim playing it real strong. It could work out because Yuki's got a cute little kicker and a long shot for gut shot, and Brian's only got second pair. I mean, Brian can get away from kings with an ace showing. Should be easy for him to get away from this second pair. So Bob Kim could take this down uncontested. But Brian's retired from the army. I don't think he wants to go back to war with just second pair. Let's wait patiently for Brian to fold. He's actually ahead. That's probably what his gut is telling him. But not for all the chips. Nice strong move by Bob Kim. All right, let's clue you in on what's going on here. This is a Masters Poker live stream. We're watching a 25-50, but it's basically like a cash game tournament. People cannot cash out until 12 midnight.
Not good, maybe.
Cheers, Bob Kim. Basically cannot cash out until 12 midnight, so you can rebuy unlimited.
Why you call on the
So, a time cash game.
You make the trouble. I'm not making you trouble.
Cash game tournament, whatever you want to call it.
It
Basically, it's 25-50, fixed blinds. The blinds don't rise. And they are playing till 12 midnight. So they gotta make the most of the hands until that time. Nobody can cash out, but if you bust out, I figure they'll let you leave. I mean, what are you gonna do? Sit a guy down with no chips? We already saw C2. Nico got felted. We pan the camera a bit later. We'll see if he's come back and with how many chips.
That was tough.
Right, back to this hand. Brian, King 10 suited. Hey, folded to you. Why not open?
Wow, you're looking for
new player in C2.
Really looking for the choice chip.
Get his name in a bit.
That's right, Kingfish, Fish King chip.
You know what? Let me check. I have two listings. All right, I guess that's Nico now. It was actually Fish Fillet and C2 when they began, but he was out so quick. They had to make a new name list. So I'm guessing that this new list is the one to follow, and it says C2 is Nico from the Philippines. Just acclimating here with the players. Of course, there is a delay, which causes my confusion. Excuse my confusion, but these streams do have a reasonable delay for security. Obvious reasons. You don't want a player watching the stream. So Brian takes down a nice little pot. Taking it from Fish King. I gotta keep going back to his name list because they registered a real name and then decide to use nicknames.
Thank you.
25-50 blinds, no limit, hold 'em is the game. Nobody leaves till midnight. Unless you run out of chips, then you're out of luck as well.
Thank you.
Off to the flop we go. 3 players to it. Pot's 900, single race pot. Queen 610 rainbow. Nice open ender for Fish King. He bets out to it. And with second pair worth a float for Saito. Queen makes that 10 look a little bit stronger, as it's less likely the opponent has a queen. Fish King keeps betting out the open ender, putting the pressure on. Wow, nice move by Saito, who's picked up a flush draw to go with his second pair. Sticks it in. Is Fish King gonna go for it? 1 card to go for his open ender on a paired board that is also flushing. That means some of his straight outs could be gimped if it's a spade. Well, he's made a call. Nothing but an open ender, 6 outer. Spades don't count. Saito is ahead with a pair of 10s. So close. Could have been a red 8. So, Fish King tilted. Okay, that's not Nico then, that's Saito. Okay, I need that new. And the flag on his shirt says Italy. So that would make, I mean, he's actually from Italy. With a name like Saito, your guess is good to mine.
Angry! Bird!
In a bit, I will be monitoring the Facebook stream for your comments. Excuse the delay, as it will have to shuffle between the actual output stream where your comments are and the instructions being given me.
Everybody's deck is not so good.
After the next hand, Bob Kim, of course, doubled up on the second hand, kicked a player out in the process. He's got 6-7 of diamonds, and he opens to 300. Wow, they're opening pretty big for 25-50 blind. 6xing it from early. Saito's 3-bet, basically clicked it back. 600. And he's all in with queens. Keeping it simple with a short stack. He did come in for 2600, so this is how you play a short stack. Don't mess about. Post flop, there's a raise and a 3-bet in front of him. Even without getting called, it's good profit. Saito, the 3-better, might call off the rest of his stack. Brian would have loved to see flop first before committing this many chips.
You call, I fold. Up to you.
Jumping over to the comment section, just so I can get all caught up. Brian makes the fold. Bob Kim should be out. And down to Saito. Who's going to make the call? Hoping he's flipping against the short stack, but he's not. He's got a 3-outer. As D already has the pair of queens in his hands.
I just at the flop. I just was looking for the 6-7 lowest.
Here we go. Ace hunting for Saito. Got 5 shots to get one. Oh, he gets one right off the bat. Now the queens are drawing super slim because it's blocked. It's a 1-outer. Not going to happen. Second ace for good measure. Saito takes the short stack, taps the table, sends him home. And what a story to tell.
Wait.
Had it all in betweens.
And you just looking.
And all the aces in the deck showed up on the board.
Other spot. Only.
Masters poker. Where skill beats luck. But you'd rather be lucky than good.
Come back.
All right, shout out to Jess and Gul. You're watching from Binangon on Rizal. I gotta tell you, I'm watching from the island of Malate in Mauban, Quezon. Where are you guys watching from? Shout out to Archie Gloria. Where are you watching from? Off the next hand. Quick fold by Takun. Seat 1. Saito's got a suited connector. And it's just coming off a win, so a little bit of heat check. He's calling for 100. So they must be straddling. Must be straddle in play. Because the blinds are 25-50. Straddle makes it 100 to call. J Meister makes it 300. Very adventurous. Fish King, also in for the adventure, gets a piece of it. Brian's got the better 6. And Saito's got top pair with an open ender. Time to go crazy here. And for J Meister, crazy's the only option other than folding.
No sashimi also, right?
I don't like sashimi.
Japanese? This is weird Japanese. You're not Japanese.
That's very professional of me. Can I have my phone on silent? Back to the action.
Yuki, you like sashimi, right? Taku, you like
He's
sashimi
going all
also, right?
in.
Not Japanese.
Gut shot and second pair.
I like Korean food.
Got running spade out. Saito's got best of it here. Top pair, open ender. Does not even need to improve any further.
That's alright. Near Osaka.
Fish King straight draw gift.
Kobe.
Even if that
Yeah.
what is he looking for? A 4?
Kobe?
That 4
My
gives
friend
Saito
live
a
in
better
Kobe.
straight.
I know.
So what does he
I
need
told
right
you,
now?
right? Yeah.
Another 6?
Kobe Q.
Kobe Q.
Running spades.
Kobe Q. 4.
That could help.
Oh,
Oh, 2 pair. Not see that coming. And what a takedown for Fish King.
what?
That turn made him look
1-1?
a lot more likely to take it down. And then
Oh, yeah.
the lowly second pair at the end
Why
of
is
it.
Japan is so quiet today? Make action.
No good guy.
Looks like Nico's gonna be back this time in
Hello,
seat 4. Replace the tilted short stack for D, who just busted the queens.
Fighting, brother. Come back.
Let's figure out what he came back
Yeah,
with.
let's go. Hello, Fisky. My idol.
Almost 1 hour, right?
You still didn't figure this out?
Have to
He's
get.
got 2 candle holders.
I don't know.
Working on those table sounds.
Give
I'll
you
take it
first.
just a small
Like,
one.
yeah,
Small one.
okay. I'll give you 1. Like hard to wait. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Meister. All right, apparently table sounds are good on the stream, just not on my monitor.
I know.
So all good for you guys.
Just because it's you, I'm going to play
This rate 25.50.
1-2.
Maybe
51, 51.
51 now.
51.
Yeah.
No, not
Yeah. Just I got it.
My turn.
It's a random number.
I'm sorry.
Called an actual hands. But in a hold'em game,
Taku 1.
you play any cards you want.
1, 2, who
And
won?
Brian has called with a suited 1-gapper. Fish King has raised. He did well with 6-3. Let's see how he does with 5-3. Flop is 9-7 deuce. Rainbow. Little hit for Brian. But Fish King's got the momentum. Wow, quick bet on the call. Brian floating with a 7. And Fish King, no breaks. All in for 2-7. 7,775. Fingers covered, Brian.
To him, sit one, arigato gozaimasu.
Let's go.
Brian make the call.
Cheers.
With what is now third here. You pick up a flush draw? No, he's got clubs, not spades, and that goes in the muck. Shots going around.
I thought you, I know. Maybe bluff.
Sorry.
You have over.
Shout out to Nemesis.
Jack.
Nothing.
Just
Nothing. Maybe
jumped into the
nothing.
stream.
It might be
Fish King.
shit, but he
You're watching Masters Poker live action
King
2550.
saw the video that I post on Facebook.
Of what?
Call it a cash game tournament.
Last session.
Yeah.
You
Nobody can
So-
cash out till midnight.
So what he said?
They are locked to these
Probably like
seats.
2-9.
No hit and run.
Nothing. If you saw it, it's nothing.
You only run when you run out of chips. You run to the cage and you get more chips. Saito with the ducks.
Yeah, that was a fun game last week.
So, we had a
Raises it
fun
to
game
300.
last time. Also
I
today.
believe they're auto straddling.
6-7 fold. 6-8 fold.
Fish fillet calls along with the suited dead man's hand.
Why so quiet?
A lot of suited aces being dealt early.
Tired or shigoto?
And they've done well. Pocket tens, Taku.
Not
How do
shigoto.
you spell squeeze?
Ah!
4
Asawa make you
Ooh,
tired.
you turned it into a set mining hand.
No.
Let's see
How
if the
many
flop
times?
is favorable. 2 jacks
Maybe
and a
80,
4.
20, so
Couple
maybe
of diamonds on the board. Saito's got initiative, so he
Okay,
should be continuing here.
3 times.
Yeah, just c-bet into 3 other people. Why
I
not?
can imagine 4
Not a
times.
lot of
Yeah.
ways to hit a paired board like this.
Sometimes.
Taku's gotta feel like he's got a pretty good hand. Floating one at least.
Zero?
Small bet 600 into 1825. You like your hand pre, and still gotta like it now. See if Saito can fire that second barrel. Nice little overcard with a diamond. Of course, Taku could always be drawing that diamond as well. Looks like it went check, check. Taku's gonna get the showdown here. As Saito surrenders.
Strong bet, ah. Strong bet.
Let's pick up. Small hand, small pot. I don't mind it. Hello, George Lapus and Andre Santos from wherever you may be.
Yeah.
자, 유키 드링크,
Watching
타코
Masters
드링크,
Poker
토니
live.
드링크.
That's
You
my.
drink, right, brother?
Here's that.
Live
You
from
drink, you
Malate.
drink,
Yeah.
you drink.
I already ordered. I'm waiting for 20 minutes.
그야.
Yeah. Where's my.
How can I call
Here's
it?
Japanese. Hyung. Yeah.
우지상,
I'm-
오사케, it's okay?
Okay.
Okay, you drink. So,
Okay. Only one drink, please na.
Yeah!
Drinking party.
I will not give so much. Is it okay?
Let's continue na.
I give you a conti. I know you are not drink.
That's right. Let them drink.
Angel?
Wendy with the fish king. You waiting, huh?
Come on, guys.
Waiting?
You never trust a player who encourages you to drink.
Some big shot
your
glass.
It's not shot glass, but like they
wala-
bring the glass.
Wala shot glass.
Take
They
a
got
1
half
hour.
right glass.
Okay. I will make it not so big. Yeah, just I'll make it small.
So Jack 8 deuce rainbow off the turn. Fish King still got the top pair. Second pair for fish fillet. Checks yet again.
Can retriever.
And enough is enough. Fish King doesn't have a show. All right. Show you a good hand now. Bluff you later. Gotta be honest with you guys.
다이스케 small.
I'm hearing the tabletop on a delay,
Only kampai.
Okay.
but if I see their lips
But you have to
moving,
finish it.
I'm
You
gonna
have to finish it. Okay.
I'm just gonna shut up and let you listen to them.
Set 5 and 6 fold. Set 7 raise 300. Set 8 fold. Set 9 fold. Set 1 and 2 fold.
Ace Jack this time for Daisuke DK. Raises to 300. J Master's got
Oh,
Jack
Toy,
and
fish king.
nothing, and that goes in the
I
mouth.
think your VPIP is not 90%. It's not. It's not.
So far, 9.
Your VPIP
Ace
is
7
now
3
50%.
2-tone, all red.
Okay.
No, you
Playing
keep.
black or red.
Okay.
I hope you bet red.
300.
Fishing.
Top pair, good kicker.
Why fishing?
And really, just a gut shot for fish fillet.
Very
So
good call.
check raising is better than calling, my friend.
Japan also like eye to eyes.
Yes, thank you.
Eye to eye.
What have we here? Just a call.
Eye to eye.
When cheers.
Sure, kampai.
And now
Eyes to eyes.
Sometimes. It's
But
depends on
picks
the
up.
Just only cheer.
He's bluffing out.
No, no need to like.
The 9 doesn't really help him,
Yeah,
or
just
the fact that it's hard.
In Korea, like custom is like.
Small
have
bet
to
from
turn back.
Daisuke.
It means respect. So that's why. But not for younger guys.
Wow, if he gets a call, let's call him the dentist, because that's an extraction.
Why so young?
River.
Backdoor hearts.
Set 4.
Fish Fillet's been check calling his gut shot and can now turn his hand into a bluff by check shoving here. I don't know if he can pull that off. That would be
1,000 bet.
ballsy.
Do bring
Yeah,
dice.
fast food.
Do bring dice.
DK wants another
You bring
1,000.
dice. Come here.
No.
Not gonna get it. He will take down the spot.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Set 5 straddle.
This is one shot, huh? Yeah. One shot.
Shout out to M. Shellas and Billy Anthony Cruz. Where are you guys watching from?
Dice case on first.
Thank you.
Because
Thank you.
you like small.
Yeah. Thank you.
And
Watching Masters Poker live as it gets. Which means there is a delay. Because that's how
Nice to meet you
poker
guys.
streams run.
nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
We are at a 9-handed
Nice to meet
no
you
limit
guys.
hold'em table.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
2550 with what looks like a mandatory straddle. You see the pot's 175 before any action
No call.
You put an
is
ice.
called out. Bob Kim
I don't know.
just left his ace-10 of hearts.
Play for.
Okay, he's calling by remote.
Yeah, I call.
He phoned in a call.
I call.
100.
The dealer.
I I don't know if you even saw his hand.
No.
Saito's got ace jack
Two, raise
and
300
is gonna
fold.
pop it a bit here from the button.
3 and 4 fold.
Makes it only 300. I say only because anyone who flats in the straddle
Let's
pot
see,
is
it's worth
probably
or
gonna
not?
call when your race is small. Fish King came along with Trey Deuce. And what a flop for Bob King. Sorry, Bob Kim. Two kings. That's what I meant to say. I got so excited. Wouldn't you? I mean, you got ace 10 of hearts. You got a gut shot. All your draws are to the nuts. Except it's a paired board.
Open. I said.
Saito's feeling good about his
I saw the
Nakita
card.
niya? Yeah.
Open.
good enough to bet it. Bob Kim. He's not going anywhere.
You got the draw. Drawing dead.
Yeah, let's go turn that royal just for the glory.
Heads up.
It is an ace, and could be trouble for Bob Kim now. He's got an ace to get married to. It's actually a chop as we speak as the two kings play and the jack plays as a kicker. So yeah, it's not trouble. Good card for Bob. As he
What
can
you
only
got?
chop or win. I mean, what a proposition. It's chop or win, my friend. You should be shoving. Still got to figure out if Saito's got
Blind
that
check,
king
blind
or not.
No, not blind check. Sorry.
Bet is 1,800.
9 call.
So the black chips are 100. And I figured the red chip is 1,000. So brick on the river.
Open.
And it quickly goes check for the chop. All that trouble to win 188. They're not actually get 188 because we don't have chips in ones.
Like loyal to a stroll. I
So what's gonna happen is there's gonna be an odd chip as they chop the spot,
They will use on
and the odd chip goes to
Caterpillar.
Thank you, brother.
the guy with a better position.
Oh, still have?
Oh, okay.
Still have.
Yeah, only campaign.
Royal no pala yun.
One shot. Only one shot. Yeah, daisuke san.
Add chip.
かっこいいです。かっこいいです。
Fish King, change it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Fish King.
Thank you.
I'm gonna jump back to my player list
Strong Fish King. Because King of the Fish,
and see
right?
what it says there as the occupation of the fearless Bob Kim
なんでおじいさま How can I take
in seat 9. Bob Kim, the trader from Korea. Gotta be fearless to be trader.
貴様 What? Not 貴様 Maybe you say I know some Japanese word
Tell you that Woody is loud.
What the fuck?
And seat
How
4.
can I call him polite?
Yeah,
Oni-san is
I believe it's Nico.
Oni-san is like
Brother.
brother.
Yeah.
Started the evening in seat 2. Didn't work out well. Got ejected from it.
Oni-san is
And is back in seat 4 after D was ejected from it.
Oppa is
Daisuke raises to 300 from seat 7. The engineer from Japan.
How much?
300. Call.
VPIP.
But like if I
Hundred.
call
Ejected. Saito comes along.
If I call him
I mean, these guys are in calling moves, that's for sure.
9,200.
Oni-san!
And that's how you sell a hold'em game.
Okay, that's money, yeah.
No limit hold. Any 2 cards can win.
You have okay. What? Oh, 이게 뭐야 이거?
Yeah, not Fish King. Maybe
Nice squeeze from
King.
Fish King. King, Queen of Diamonds. Did not want to play a 4-way flop. See, win this outright.
can I comment?
I mean, what
Can I
is
comment?
that?
Can I comment?
9,200?
I can comment.
Yeah, sure.
What is that?
For the streaming.
You can.
I can?
You can.
Ace 5 still it.
No.
Fortunately,
Ace 5.
nobody can call.
Do you have ace or not?
I mean, that's the worst thing
You show me.
you can do in a no-limit hold'em game. Is when you make a bet so large,
Ace
and the
king.
caller must have you beat.
Same card.
This time,
Same card.
real hand.
And you never
real
know
hand.
until you hear the word call. And all you can say is oops. Shout
still
out
have the
to
shot?
the infamous
Thank
I remove
you.
the ice.
Pasok.
Thank you.
Finish?
Later.
Watching us, I figure, from either Fairview or Pasig, or
And you
somewhere in
move
between.
it?
Yeah.
I see. Okay. How can I call like tagay right? Tagay hanggang mamatay. Hanggang mamatay. I'm dying already. I'm dead. Call.
Set 9 call.
Okay, somebody forgot to straddle, so Brian gets to call for 50.
Set 1 call. Set 3 call.
Hanggang na yun.
And Bob Kim comes along and starts a cascade of callers. Who wants to take this down?
Okay.
Player
Maybe the big blind.
card.
Nope. Gets a free look.
High
1, 2, 3,
card.
4, 5, 7 out of the 9 players end this hand.
Okay.
Queen
Not bad.
7, 5. Rainbow.
8, 9 check.
Yuki's got a piece of it. Saito's got the better piece. Fanning out his top pair.
Flash draw.
Got some backdoor flush outs. Not that he needs it right now.
Turn. Maybe turn. Turn.
So who's hanging around here?
Isa pa.
J
One
Meister
time.
Fold.
hunting for a
Flush draw.
deuce.
4 players.
And I don't know what Bob Kim's calling for here.
Yeah, flush draw.
Called for the 8. You got it. But that makes queens up for Saito. And for Yuki, tried to float with a 7. Turned it and improved him. Saito's got
1,800.
the best hand that just got better.
3 fold.
Well,
Onisa.
Bob Kim,
One
classic dunking out on the turn
card.
to see where he's at.
One
And
card, one
Saito
card.
lets him
Onisa,
know
one
where he's
card.
at.
One card.
One card.
He's at the end of the line.
Okay. Respect.
And now he's at the door.
Ah, arigato gozaimasu. Right? Am I right?
Yeah. Right.
Pot after pot going to Saito.
10-8. Okay.
Jumped in 2 hands late. We started stream with a
Oni-san is more
different
better
player in
than
C2.
Oni-san.
Best. Oji-san is not good.
Why?
Uncle.
Not good.
No,
Oji-san
uncle.
not good.
Older.
Yeah, so
9-handed, no limit
Onisa
holding
is
game.
best.
I don't know. Oji-san is uncle. I know the word.
Otosan is father.
Not good?
Ganbare,
Good, good.
Otosan.
Otosan is good.
My favorite sake. Sake, right?
Rice wine.
9 fold.
간발의 오토상. sake? 니온주?
2 fold.
간발의 오토상 is sake, right?
4 fold.
You don't know 간발의 오토상? You are not 오토상이구나. You don't know 간발의 오토상? 오니상, you know 간발의 오토상? 간발의 오토상. 간발의 오토상.
1,000 more.
So sake.
100
Sake.
니온주?
Ah, yeah.
간발의 오토상.
Yeah.
You never heard
Like
of it.
pack, like a milk pack.
2 fold.
The name of sake.
Heard of
Yeah,
sake?
yeah. It's
All
sake,
right.
right? 간발의 오토상.
Maker.
Yeah, maker.
We are
Sake.
about to see a flop
Sake, right?
5
Sake.
ways.
My favorite.
7 fold.
Until
It's
Brian
like
raised it
cheaper,
to
cheaper
2,100.
sake.
One
My
card.
favorite sake. 간발의
Saw
오토상.
500 in the middle
Yeah, Japan sake.
and takes it
간발의
down.
오토상.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
Says here Brian's
In
from
Korea,
Italy.
it's very, very famous.
Brian's an interesting,
I show you.
not quite Italian sounding name.
I show you. 간발의 why you don't know 간발의 Japanese don't know 간발의 오토상? Are you sure? What the fuck?
In Japan.
Because in Korea, not famous.
Perhaps we're siding.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Meanwhile, Saito's got
In Korea,
flavor
really,
in
really
his shirt.
famous. Like cheaper sake, like kind of cheaper sake. We thought that it's like
Still talking about
Korean
sake.
soju same. We just
As
thought
we see
it's like
Taku
very-
raise pocket 7s
I
from
show you, I
plus
show you.
1 position.
It's not famous, really. Wow.
Fish fillet, why not call? Set mining with a 5s.
Only call.
Fish king wheel hunting with a offsuit ace
I
deuce.
show you.
Brian's rightly out of the way.
Really?
Bob Kim, come along with it.
Maker.
Okay.
Two gapper.
I show you.
Because it's suited.
Check.
Let's see the flop.
9 check. Sit 1 check. 4 check. Sit 5 check.
Wow.
Out.
Always happens when you have a
Check,
mid
check.
pair.
I'm check.
Flop comes,
Sit 1
all big cards,
4 check.
and you are frozen. And now first person to bet is gonna take this down. Fish king Mike.
Call.
I don't know if he gets a call. It's just a gut shot for Bob Kim, but fearless as they say, he's going for it.
Queen high.
If there was an ocean, he might get a flush.
Queen high? Queen high?
As it is, it's gonna be a
that's
check
more than-
fold on the river.
Oh, this one.
Fish king
Oni-san, this one.
takes down with just an ace.
You don't know?
Very famous.
Yeah,
in
it's not
Korea.
famous.
Really?
In Japan.
Shout out to Deck Fuse and Jojo Bible Hall and hello to
Maybe for Korea.
Because in
I'm
Korea,
sorry, Kai.
it's really famous.
Cakes.
When we go to Japanese restaurant, we always
Let me know in the
order
comments
I think it
We have
how to
here in the
pronounce
Japanese
Philippines.
your
restaurant, right?
Mr. or
Japanese
Miss
restaurant.
Basumayor the
Company
third. Hello,
간발의
welcome to
우토상.
Stream Masters
간발의
Poker
우토상.
I never
live
heard
from Malate.
Oh yeah, fighting father.
You never know what's under that piece.
What the fuck? You don't know?
I don't know.
We thought it's like the position in Korea. And
Back to the action. No straddle in this one, so Saito comes
so
along
what's your
for
favorite
50.
drink?
J-Meister raises with the dead man's hand. Daisuke calls, comes along, wants to see a flop,
You know, udon hai.
and why not? Here it
Udon hai.
comes.
우롱 tea? Like
No, udon hai.
Ace, deuce,
Udon tea
seven.
with soju.
Couple of
Yeah,
spades.
it's mixed.
Nobody's got two
No,
spades.
pure.
Daisuke got what he wanted, and it's gonna get him into trouble.
Because
Actually, he wanted a lot of
yeah,
hearts,
not
so that
like
ace is
니온슈 was
not quite the dream for him.
니온슈
But he can't get away from it for
Are you
one
worried about
bet,
that?
so here comes the turn.
샤라
Sevens
Number
pair
one,
up. The
number
eight
one,
still
Nihonju.
placed as a kicker.
오키나와
But that seven pairing is
Okay.
good for Daisuke because any card bigger than an eight on the river,
오사카
Saves him.
오키나와는 different. He's not
he
agree
might
about
eke
you.
out a chop
I live in Tokyo, but my hometown.
if he can call this bet.
빵!
Cannot call. Nice takedown by J-Meister.
아닌데?
템마야. 빨리 형 템마.
빵! 오케이. 오사카지. Only Osaka in Japan, right?お兄さんはwhere is your hometown?
Hometown?
Yes.
Nagoya.
나고야 is
Aichi prefecture.
Tokyo?
No.
Car maker.
It's middle of Japan. Middle of Japan.
Is Osaka riba?
No. It
Osaka,
takes
lower part.
1.5 minutes by train.
Train? Okay. I don't have phone. I cannot see it. Nagoya? Okay. Well, how do you think? How do you think about call?
Table talk sounding like a tour bus.
How do you think about
More than
Okinawa?
it sounds like a poker game right now. Bob Kim laughing
그냥
with the queens.
가고시마 or like how to say like
Kagoshima?
Wow. Trying
How
to set a
to
trap,
go island.
Shima.
and the trap
Shimanju.
will be sprung in a bit.
Long time
Of course he
Eh?
checked stop set.
류쿠 오코.
Okinawa is not Japan.
Oh yeah, 류쿠 오코.
Daisuke's not got
Ryuko
much,
Oko?
just got initiative.
Ryuko
Backdoor
Kinga.
club draw.
Yeah.
I mean, who's gonna bet on this flop? Spade might freeze Bob Kim. All right, there's the
1,000.
nut draw for Daisuke.
Why?
Bob Kim
I have good hand.
can't check twice. Gotta get
And
some value
well suited.
as the
board.
board starts to
I
get
have
a
to bet
little
big.
bit too
You
coordinated.
give me shot and fold.
No one's gonna put him on
I want to
queens.
get belly from the.
And can Daisuke call the nut flush draw with 2-1 odds?
Oh, kings? Really? No, I don't think so. You kings have to bet.
The book says no. Unless you think you can get 2,000 more called should you make your draw. See, that's what happens. You play the suited ace, you get your nut flush draw, and then you can't call it. Okay, he makes the call. Red chip is 1,000. Chucks it into the middle. Red card on the river. Bob Kim is all in. Quite reckless. He could get snap called by anyone with a jack.
Maybe not before o'clock, huh? You just called.
Respect you.
No,
Daisuke!
Interesting choice by Bob Kim.
I play with
Daisuke,
him
easy
all the
fold.
time.
Missed everything.
He raises so strong, so
Oh, what is
I
the
don't
yellow
have like a bigger.
cards? Time banks, perhaps? I figure. I mean, you don't want someone
What
thinking
you
for
got?
6 minutes. So the yellow cards
What do you have? What
are
do you
either
have?
time banks or the. You know the red chips are 1K, the black chips are 100,
Aces one?
Wait.
and the yellow cards
Two flower.
must be time banks,
Flower, okay.
One just a call. It's four
Ah,
fold.
okay.
unless they're 10K plaques, which is highly unlikely.
It's six fold.
That's high flower.
Shout out to Herman Moreno, aka Commish Arms, joining us on the stream. Back to the action. This one's been straddled, so you see calls of 100 each from an assorted number of hands, and the flop comes King 2-2. Surprise, surprise, Daisuke just hit trips, and Fish Kings got top pair with pretty much no kicker. And that's who this action is going to be between, as the others, I imagine, will only get out the way.
Ganbare Oto-san position is
Let's
like
draw.
number one Japanese sake.
And
Like
here we
maybe
go.
different.
Really?
No,
Really?
not maybe.
Nobody know that.
Differently.
Well, Fish King picked up a
Different
kicker on the
shot.
turn. So he's chopping against another king and losing against
Like,
a
I
deuce
feel
or
like,
an ace.
like
It
good
goes
luck.
check,
Junior
check,
black.
full house. Daisuke fills up at the end. Could get a small
Good
bet
bet,
called.
good
Everyone know
bet.
that.
Fish King
Junior
in a,
black.
Fighting.
in a chop or
Junior
lose
Rock.
scenario.
Everybody
it's
can
like-
do it.
Against any other king, he can
I
chop.
Ganbare
You can do it, father.
Ganbare Oto-san is like
Maybe three-
kind of
three-
Junior black. Everybody know.
Okay.
But you know,
Seven.
you don't
I don't
know.
know.
2-7.
You don't know it.
2-7.
Taku, you don't know it.
2007.
No, you are Okinawa-jin. It's okay. You are not Japanese. Okinawa-jin. Okinawa is like Jeju Island, kind of Jeju Island
Yeah.
position. So it's like,
Jeju of Korea.
Still trying to figure this out.
yeah, Jeju
And
Island.
Fish King figures he needs to get
Jeju
out.
Island is also like 7th century. It's not part of. No,
Nice flop.
it's part of Korea,
He
but
just
that
limped in,
part,
but it
they
was
are
Milky Way
independent.
How much you
in a
call?
straddled hand. So good pickup for DK.
I think 19th century inbound to Japan, right? Yeah. So you are not Japanese. Okinawa. Or you laughing? You agree about what I said? What the racist? Everybody still have the class? No? You have it?
City raise 200.
오니상, 오니상,
200, sit 5.
you have it? Do you have?
Well, Nico's been quiet. Gonna let his bets do the talking. Raises jacks from under the gun. Flicks it up to 200.
Angry.
Easy set mine for Taku with a pocket fours and J Master. Got a little bit of a discount. Try to flop something good. Flop something good.
Like
Isn't good enough though. Donks into the razor.
Yeah.
Quickly makes a call.
Yeah, I'm not saying, but
Wow.
like
Donk bet 50. Flat call
kanji,
50.
kanji가 오지상
Taku. Gonna get creative here.
more better.
Straight draw.
Sees all those small bets and figures they can't have much.
오니상 means
Well,
like
J Meister
brother,
was just
right?
trying to control the size of the pot.
Like 20 years different people.
Like
Fish Fillet knew he was behind, but for 50,
It's
gonna try to
I
spike
can
a
say
jack.
Uncle is more better, right? diba? In Korea we call 아저씨.
Yeah.
It's like
yet
saying
another
오지상.
donk bet from J Meister. Talk we should be
So,
racing
but I say
huge
like
just on
brother,
principle.
But in Korea it's very
Huge. I mean like 2,000.
Yeah.
But he can't do it. So J Meister has performed a Jedi mind trick and has dictated the size of this pot.
big difference in age.
Even getting called at the very end for 75.
でも鳥さんに
Bro,
お父さんちょっ
not
とむっ
brother.
ちゃ怒られた
Brother
な
is like
Actually,
I feel like
そんな年じゃねえ
お父さん
disrespectful.
まあお兄さん
brother is like
If
like your actual
10
brother.
years is
まああんま
okay.
年上の人に話しかけないと分かんない
And then, like,
I mean, come on, what bets out there
Only-
on A77 Rainbow?
In America, called sir. Wow, very, 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 very.
But not always.
Not
A
away.
weak ace or a 7?
It's okay.
Well, your 4s are behind the both
So,
of them.
who you don't know
water water
is older than you.
Sometimes you want to pay just to see the information.
Sir,
And it's information that he can
Korea,
use
yeah,
for
sensei.
the next
we speak like sensei.
2.5 hours.
Teacher?
As this game
Sensei is not
has a no cash
also
out till
teacher.
midnight
It
rule
is
in
teacher,
place.
but it's not in Korea. Chinese word.
Chinese sensei is superior
Yeah. It's in Chinese word is like respect word.
respect
So-
sensei
so-
yeah
In
Hot
Korea
is
also,
straddled
like,
yet
sensei
again,
sound
Taku.
like a we call if we don't know. Like
Starts
sir,
the
yeah,
limpathon.
kind of-
Which means
Five
the
players.
blinds get to come along at a discount. Jack 6-6, J Meister. Checks trips.
So in Japan, Uni-san is okay. Polite.
Nobody's
is
got a
polite.
jack.
It's
Wait,
okay.
Fish King's got one
8 years old.
80 years old
with a sickly little kicker.
Or 8.
お兄ちゃん
お兄ちゃんかじゃん。
お兄ちゃん
80歳
Taku's got trips as
お兄ちゃ
well.
ん。
お兄ちゃん
Both their kickers are horrible.
80.
Now J
お
Meister
じいちゃん
just surging ahead
It's
now
okay, okay, おじいちゃん is
as he
okay.
fills up on
Oji-chan.
turn. What is Fish King still doing in his
짱,
hand?
짱, 짱, 짱.
Two people
Yeah,
are calling
You,
Jack
you,
6-6.
you don't have to lie to me.
One of them's got a
짱
jack
means like
and a better kicker.
Cutie
The other's got a
girl, like,
6.
like
おじいちゃん
very close to people.
Oji-chan or
I'm
짱.
expecting Fish King to get out of here. Wonder if J
I'm
Meister-
sureおじいちゃん is
No,
best.
playing it smooth. They
Oji-chan is
both
best.
fill up.
really
Fish
Sure.
King's got a
80
full
years
house
old.
Yeah.
on the
Older
river.
guy.
yeah
오지
Like
짱.
Yeah.
the fireworks.
おじいちゃん
Call the
Oji-chan.
medics. It's gonna be blood.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, J Meister checks. Taku
No,
bets
짱.
1,000.
Like Mimi 짱 or whatever.
yeah,
said greed is good.
I do like
different means
Time to get
Oji-chan
greedy.
different means
really, really.
おじいちゃん is good.
Yeah,
It's okay.
it's okay
Or,
perfect word
오지 상 is not
Yeah,
good.
おじいさん
Check raising
お
is
じい
so
ちゃん is
strong here.
Really
Oh,
okay, really
good,
okay.
good, good.
We
The
call
Taku
like
can probably just make a just a crying
Korea,
call.
we call like sensei-san.
Sensei-san.
We don't know. Or sacho-san.
사촌
Yeah, if
상
we don't,
Ooh,
if we
that's how
don't
this
know
just
that
Taku's gonna come
person
along.
is
I
the
mean,
older, very
gazebo
older,
theorem,
we
right?
just call
Nobody calls a
sensei-san
full house.
or-
Oh, yeah, yeah.
J Meister was ahead the whole way.
Who wins?
Just felt the Taku.
Who wins?
What a story to
Who
tell the wife
Fish
when you
King
get
lose.
home. I had a full house and lost.
6-4-6-5.
Not my fault.
So it's set up.
That's it,
Shout out
that's
to
it.
RV Trinidad. Are you watching from
Oji-chan.
Paranaque?
오지-chan. 오지-chan.
One of the most
But
aggressive
you
players
don't
you
know
would
ganbare
ever meet.
otosan.
I don't know 頑張れお父さん
Fuck?
Very
not
famous.
framer
Okay.
If you can find them at the poker table these days.
Like position is
yeah
like
fake it's fake yeah
More than-
original
More
is
likely you find them at a basketball
more
court.
than Asahi beer in Korea.
朝日部talaga?
Oh, ganbare otosan is more higher. What the fuck?
Live action continues. This
We
is
are
Masters
surprised
Poker
about
Live.
this. He
You
also
rate that search Google
it's
Masters
like
Poker where
$20.
skill beats luck.
$20?
Mm.
Oh, $20?
Fold, sit, eight fold.
More than 20
Yeah, if you drink in
Live from Malate,
39,000원 4만원
$30 like that.
where a shapely figure doesn't necessarily mean.
Like a shochu?
Never mind. I won't finish that sentence.
Ryunju like sweet potato.
Off to the flop we go. Three players in. Fish King has the best hand, and it gets even better as he flops top two.
You frame rate?
I
Like the lead out here.
sweet potato. I don't know how to
Called by
speak
other
in Japanese, but
aces.
sweet potato
but there are none.
have.
So he
Imojoju.
takes this down.
No, no, not
Yeah.
emoji.
And he must
Imojoju.
now
Imojoju.
question
Yeah,
himself.
yeah,
Should I?
Right? Have, right?
Imojoju, not sweet.
You don't, I'm really serious about that.
Not sweet.
Not sweet.
Sweet potato.
No, not sweet.
Not sweet potato.
Just potato.
Just
Potato.
potato.
Potato sake.
Sweet potato sake. Sweet potato.
Not
means-
sweet.
Not
No,
sweet.
it's just,
Only potato sake.
No potato sake. Sweet potato sake.
I mean, they're still talking about
구멍만
sake.
술 있잖아요.
Where you go?
No.
Okay, okay.
This Japanese.
What
not
on earth
Japanese,
is
I think.
potato sake?
You don't know sweet potato.
Potato wine.
Sweet potato
Yeah, I know, I
sake?
know. It's
You know, right?
Yeah, I know sweet potato,
But you're not Japanese.
Not famous.
I'm surprised.
what?
The more they drink, the more they realize they should be folding garbage. So alcohol is good, I guess.
You don't know it? Really?
I don't know
As they
sweet
finally
potato
fold the
sake.
rags, and we're
I know
seeing J
sweet
Meister
potato,
3, 6, 4, 6,
but not sake.
actually
4 to 5.
have action folded them in the cutoff. Raises gets called by a small pair, and the blinds are gonna come along. Pots
I'm not
900, here comes
believing
the flop.
Well, how to say?
10 deuce 7,
I
couple
like
diamonds.
confused.
Fishking's got a hit, Yuki's
What
got a hit.
what I know.
J
and
Meister's
what you
got the
guys
2
know.
diamonds, and fish fillet. End of the set mining exercise.
You don't know?
Unless the other 2 players are gonna check.
You don't know?
Nope, J Meister bets his flush draw. He did have initiative,
I've seen that bottle before.
and the other 2 players with a hit are hanging around.
Philippines?
They sell that here.
One's
Only-
got top
only in
pair, the
Korea
other
is
one's got the middle pair.
Asking Oji-san.
Fuck. Is
He's
this
drawing
is not
12
famous
outs.
in Japan?
Any queen
know?
or any diamond.
No.
Well, not really 12.
Maybe not
We saw the
sweet
3 of
potato.
diamonds has been
Sweet
folded.
potato.
No sweet.
And
Only potato.
What is
we
sweet
saw the
potato?
river. It's not a diamond.
You know potato.
Sweet potato is sweet.
Potato.
I'm gonna take this down
You know potato.
unless
right?
somebody
I
gets
know
creative.
potato.
Yeah, chips.
Yeah, fried,
Okay.
yeah, fried, diba?
That's the potato. Potato cannot make a.
Ah, Joy-san!
Fish King
Potato cannot make.
with a bit of a small hero call.
But if
second
don't
pair.
have sugar in the what ingredient, no have sugar cannot make like.
Turns out to be a nice value bet
If
for
no
Yuki.
sugar, potato no sugar at all.
No sugar.
So that's why I cannot make the
まあ一応ノーレイキ
alcohol by potato, but sweet potato can make.
スイートポテト焼酎って知ってますか
Melon.
감사합니다.
Are you Japanese?
No, sure, ベテランジャパニーズ。スイートポテト焼酎って何ですか Sure, I don't know. Maybe only famous in Korea.
Wow, I drink this in Japan. What do you mean? I drink this in Japan. What the fuck?
You ever have dinner with
Well, you don't
foodies,
know it.
you'll know all they want to
Okay.
talk about is the food.
I show
In
you.
front of them.
Later,
And the food everywhere else.
Asking my
When you
friend.
hang out with a bunch of drunks, all you're gonna hear about is
Kirishima.
all the alcohol they
yeah, very
consume.
famous.
It's most famous.
Kuro Kirishima.
All right,
most
back to
famous.
the
Sweet potato라고.
Not sweet
Not
potato.
sweet potato, only potato.
You know what potato means?
If he hands a
I know
call with,
potato
Sider's
means.
gonna
Sweet
speculate
potato means.
and
Sweet
completely
potato
bricks on his
cannot
flop.
make,
J
alcohol.
Meister's got the best hand,
Potato to
Only
only.
sweet
and
potato.
two jacks
No sugar cannot
aren't much of a
make
concern right
alcohol
now.
from that.
500.
So it's not sweet.
It's
J
not
Meister-
sweet. It
J
cannot
Meister is
make
a-
Yeah, I know.
Actually betting for value
Sweet
here. As he
potato.
could get called by hands that have
100%.
hearts,
You know?
I know because I'm
hands that
Japanese.
have a deuce,
Really Japanese?
Yeah, I'm real
and he
Japanese.
takes you down anyway.
Ako maybe
Good
Japan.
result.
Japanese make the alcohol
J
by
Meister's
rice
picking up steam here,
and then sweet potato.
as he is well over
Only
the
potato.
10K
You
mark,
search sweet potato.
Yeah, sweet
You
potato is like a cakey.
which is
And you
a
search
good
it.
cause to celebrate. So
Only-
You
here's
know the
another
meaning
drink.
of sweet potato? Are you sure?
大学芋です
We are sure.
Potato.
We are sure.
Okay,
Okay. I know.
wait. Sweet potato is
All of the
already cooking.
all of our
We're talking about
already
potato
cooking.
soju.
country make the
Sweet potato
Whenever they ever heard of
alcohol
tomato
by
juice,
potato. How about America is make potato by
みたいなもんですよね。
no, of course no sugar. Cannot make for alcohol. What do you mean?
Okay, later.
I already searched Google.
I agree.
That's why I said the name of the alcohol.
Maybe
Nihonju is from sweet potato. They say it in Google.
Okay. Okay.
What the
okay.
fuck? What the fuck?
I understand.
No,
okay,
no,
wait,
you are
yeah,
not
yeah, yeah,
understanding.
yeah, wait.
There's no potato
yeah,
alcohol in the
I know.
wall. In the wall.
Yeah, okay, wait. I'm talking, my friend.
Really?
多分甘い芋を使ってるって言ってると思ってるんですよ。さつまいものことを多分甘い芋だと思ってるんじゃないかな。
450.
多分。だから種類の問題だと思うんです
Japanese
よ。
아니구만. You're not
僕た
Japanese.
ちのスイーツ持ってるスイートポテトは
Yeah, not Japanese.
違うと思うんですよ。
I can guarantee.
Started out with a call.
ちっちゃですよ
Started out with a straddle,
ち
actually.
っちゃですよ
진짜.
Jay Meister's raced it up.
진짜 혼또.
I mean, I guess Jay's
Yeah,
only
maybe-
player not
maybe I
concerned
understand.
with prune
You
juice
mean
and
sweet potato?
potato wine here, and
We
it's
mean we thought
Taking
sweet
pot
potato
after pot.
is dessert.
그러니까 by
hoping they don't
Yeah,
it's
notice.
the ingredients.
So he's created another
About
pot here to take down.
Cake. Look
Ace
like
is good to
we,
bet on.
We also have sweet potato.
Saito
cake.
should
We
be
also
done
have
set
sweet
mining.
potato, like,
For
bread.
Yuki,
We
it's a
have-
gutter
we
ball.
have, but
Yeah, でば
Is he gonna go for it?
what's
Got backdoor outs with the spades. Got a gut shot. I like check raising here, and so does Yuki.
다이스케-san, you
Like
have
to have
to
seen
know
a
that
little
I
more
really
force on the
like
check
doing
raise,
it.
but this might get the job done.
sweet potato
Let's
と
see if Jay Meister figured out
Yeah.
what
Why?
kind of
I'm
hands.
really surprised. Why they
No,
don't know
sorry it
about
wasn't
that?
a check raise. Just
They are
straight up race
Japanese. Why
as
they
Yuki
don't
has
know
the
about
button.
that?
My
Every
bad.
when I go to Japan, I drink about that.
sweet potato made alcohol.
Yeah, sugar.
Yeah.
They have sugar. Rice
They
have
might as well
sugar.
show.
Every like.
They're gonna see it in about
Here.
15-20 minutes.
This is sweet potato. Okay?
I know. This is not sweet potato.
Shout
No,
out
potato
to
bread, I think.
This
One
is
of the
sweet
OG
potato.
poker
You
idols
know
of the
sweet potato.
Philippines.
Can I say?
Sorry, Ian Marcos.
これですよね、スイートポテト。
What's called in Tagalog sweet potato?
これですよね。
까모테.
これですよね。
Yeah.
僕大学
까모테.
今日はそんなやつ
Okay, okay. Sorry.
Wow.
Tell you what, you don't want to be on a table
You're
with
not
somebody who's
drinking, okay,
consumed
I
a lot of prune
understand. But you are
juice.
drinking.
You just,
Why you don't know it?
you need distance.
You're Japanese.
Back to the action. This one's not
Sake wa
straddled,
Made by rice.
so you can limp in for
You
50,
do what?
just like
Nihon
Jay
should-
Meister with
Nihon
7-8
should-
offsuit.
Made by
Fish
comment.
fillet's
Nice.
got
Yeah, right.
10-7,
Ah, you are.
not worth a limp,
You are not. Japanese.
but somehow Jack 3 is.
I use my.
Yuki can set mine for the lowest
I check.
possible price,
You're not Japanese.
and off the flop we go. 6 players shelled out
What the
50 apiece. Jack Queen 7. Two-tone with spades on the board.
What?
Brian bets out his top pair, no kicker. Jay Meister gonna float with the bottom.
Sweet.
Fish King gonna float with the middle.
ジャパニーズ酒日本酒
And lo and behold, the other Jack folds. And the 8 kinda sorta connects. But that's not gonna stop Brian.
What I searching?
Keeping his bet small.
What I search?
Jay Meister just picked up the second pair.
But okay.
Reward
okay.
floating there, and he's gonna pop
日本時
this,
間の時計してる
which gets Fish King out the hand.
Potato is
日本のことを忘れない
Well, Brian, you only got top pair, no
Sweet
kicker.
potato, belly, rice.
Can be saved by a jack, a queen, a 5.
You are not.
That's what he needs.
You are not
And
No.
right on cue.
Mistaken.
No.
Okay.
Right on cue, Jay Meister knows he's counterfeited.
The
It's gonna be a
name
check
of
fold.
soju is
Brian
sweet
doesn't even
potato.
bet
How
you.
can I mistake about that?
Just happy to take it down. He could have been up
In Japan,
against a better queen.
Sweet potato is only dessert.
I want to show him.
And then this sweet potato meaning is
Nice turn, bad river for Jay Meister.
多分ね
Almost had it, but it got away from him.
だと思うん んだけどな。甘めの芋の種類だと思うんですよ。
I'll show you after this.
Maybe
Even the gecko is
this
saying.
is,
No.
But that's spoken
potato
for you.
is many kind of
Not
potato.
potato, sweet potato.
Yeah, and then
Potato cannot make the. Cannot make.
Okay, it's
Yeah,
over.
maybe-
It's over. It's
maybe-
over. It's over.
多
It's
分
over.
さつまいも
そう、さつまいも。そうそう。
あ、オッケーオッケー。
さつまいも is さつまいも。
아니, four Japanese is here. They say not. They deny what I said. And then what?
This might be the longest amount of time
No Japanese. They're not Japanese. No,
that a potato has been the topic of a conversation.
What?
Shout out to John and Edison Yu who have joined us on the stream. You're watching Masters Poker Live 2550 Hold'em game
Name is sweet potato.
with a
Name is
midnight
sweet potato.
lock-in, which means nobody can cash out till midnight.
Maybe okay. Sorry, I have no good English.
Okay. I'm not good English too, but like.
Tell us where you're watching from. Alex Teneo
But
just
you are
joined the
not trained.
stream.
I
In
understand.
favorite,
If you
You're watching from
check.
the island of
And then,
Cagbalete
Yuki-san, you
in
drink.
Moben Quezon.
Yeah.
I know
I
Nemesis is
understand.
watching
I get-
from the mountains of Antipolo.
Right?
I understand.
And how about the rest of you guys?
okay, two kind of
Queen deuce
common
deuce.
base
Somehow
ingredients are sweet potato.
there is a
Okay,
truckload of
sweet
players
potato
in
is
this
two
pot.
kind of. And then
And
in
Bob
Japan,
Kim
two potatoes, two kind of potato.
making a speech, holding the queen in his hand.
Okay, two.
Really
two
a sign of
potatoes.
strength. I mean, Saito's got quads and he races here outright.
Okay, sorry.
Interesting choice.
In
And he gets called. He's going to get rewarded here. Playing the quads
you
quite
play-
fast.
you play fast.
You can say. I can.
Interesting line. And he got called once.
I
Maybe
can
he'll
do
be called
both
again.
ways.
King's a bit of an action kicker.
You can do.
I can do.
Yeah.
But Bob Kim not letting it go. And time for Saito to try to get one more. Maybe 3,000. No, really trying to
You
get.
can say. You can say.
He's bet all the way
You
here.
can drive.
Bob is losing to a king.
Oh yeah. You call?
Queen with a better kicker. And anything with a deuce. Wow, Bob Kim
What?
getting creative at the wrong
Yeah.
time. All in. What a dream. Insta call for Saito. What about that Jedi mind trick? How do you flop quads and get the other player to put all his chips in for you? Here, take my chips.
あ、でもあれもう終わ
Oh,
った
whatever. You
Wow.
can say this.
一応で多分ね、
もう終わった
50作だけって。
Saito just said, "You'll give me all my chips.
ちょっとしかも最初
And then Bob Kim said,
モンスターハンター
I will give you all my chips."
이걸 또 끌어야 돼.
今25件
What a flop and what a sequence of events.
あ、そう、10件か
아니 책 폴드는 좀 싫어.
Okay, in Japan, potato, two kind of potato.
Let me know in the comments if you ever flopped quads and got paid for it, because I don't know when that ever happens.
Potato.
Only grilled potato.
Yeah,
Very
that's
sweet.
for-
Very sweet.
No, that's sweet potato.
Yeah, maybe you said sweet. This one is
Different.
different.
Potato is for the chips.
Yeah, and then
For fried.
for fried chips is
Also,
jaga,
sweet
jaga,
potato.
jaga
In Korea,
imo.
also eat fried.
How can you still talk about
Maybe
potatoes
fine.
when a guy just flopped quads and got paid for it?
Satsumaimo. You know satsumaimo?
Am I the only one watching this
Oh,
stream?
two kind of.
방쿨라예요, 뭐야?
Maybe this
좋아해요?
telephone mini is use satsumaimo.
What's that?
Satsumaimo is maybe sweet.
Yeah, we've
potato.
moved on from the quads off to the next hand.
So you have only words like.
Daisuke's got 3-4 offsuit. Raises
You have
to
only
200.
words in
It's a straddled
Japan
pot.
that, like potato is saying words.
Not two potato.
Saito, gotta do a
Two
heat check
potato.
here.
So what's the name
Suited
of
the
Satsumaimo
gap,
and
two gap.
Jagaimo. Jagaimo is used French fries.
3 gapper.
In Korea also same.
Same?
Same.
J Master's got the top pair. A small piece for Daisuke, who was the pre-flop raiser. Let's see if J Meister dunks into it
It's
here.
very big difference.
Of course he does.
Satsumaimo is very sweet. Not can,
Now,
not
first
use,
player to ever
sweet
decipher
potato.
this at this table
Maybe
is gotta start to
this
figure
sake
out
is,
when J Meister dunks it in,
Satsumaimo.
you can raise him
이게
back.
고구마 술이 너무 유명하니까.
King 8.
Okay, I show you.
Good card for J Meister.
So
Bob Kim.
you mean they have
Really
the
speculating
alcohol,
there
like,
with trying to
made
get a
by
runner
potato.
straight. Not gonna happen here,
Made by
but
potato.
get
Have
creative
the
now.
Alcohol made by potato in Japan.
I mean, he only shoves all in when the opponent has quads, so not this time.
Impossibly.
Still a good pot for
No
J
sugar,
Meister.
no sugar. Yeah.
This one is satsumaimo.
That's sweet potato.
No, not sweet potato.
This is sweet potato.
No. Not famous Japanese.
No. How do you think?
Yeah,
This
sweet
is
potato.
this potato.
Yeah.
This
That looks like
potato
the Western sweet. No, it's a sweet potato.
is potato.
Just potato.
Very big difference.
You don't call it potato. This is sweet potato.
Potato.
Yeah.
You're watching the potato table.
감자라고 하니까 지금 화가 나.
Okay,
Live
okay.
from
I
Malate.
show you. In Japan,
Master
sweet
of
potato
Bocobo.
is already cooking. Shopee? Oh, talaga.
Potatoes
That's
beat card.
called sweet
Okay,
potato.
okay.
I don't want to make an argument.
It's a no limit
Wait,
hold'em
wait,
game.
wait, wait,
25-50.
Sorry.
You know, everybody.
Sometimes straddled. Straddle
I know.
The
option.
whole thing is about potatoes.
Yeah,
Nine-handed,
but
full
it's
table.
not potato. Sweet potato.
Fish King's got aces.
Come up there.
And is gonna try to make conversation after making the bet.
Potato.
As if he's just casually raising to 250.
Sweet potatoes and poker.
Okay,
show.
this means
And not trying hard not to jump out of his seat.
win. You're trying to prove some potato.
Try to listen in to his conversation if it's gonna make any sense. Because normally it won't make any sense
This one is
when you're just trying to have a fake
This one is
conversation. After the flop we go, he got a couple
Sweet
players both
potato.
with 10-9s, so
Okay.
both have
in
open
Japan,
enders.
ako Japanese.
When one calls, the other comes along. Let's see how far Fish King can push the action here.
Google.
Yeah, this
We
one
get
is
one call for sure, which means
there's
Taku's
bread.
coming along. His
Already
odds are
designed.
good.
Why you show me the
600
bread?
for
bread.
pot of 2,000.
This one is sweet
This
potato.
Opportunity
Yeah.
to
Bread.
felt the razor if he hits
Yeah.
his draw.
Bread. It's bread.
How does he
No,
want to play
sorry.
this?
In Japan, it's
Japan
so
say
this
potato.
one
He
is
can
so
safely call and
Japanese
close
say
the betting.
sweet potato.
Come down. Come then. We
Okay.
call 99% of in this word. Call
Yeah.
this bread.
Yeah.
Right?
Jack or 6.
Is this
It is
bread?
neither the ace or
Culture.
the
It's
king
culture.
good
It's
Quick.
It's culture.
Yeah,
Bet
it's
from
bread.
Different
And then
culture.
only
Fish
Japanese
King.
call this.
Yeah. All
Potting it
Japanese
this time.
say
They say
sweet,
this
sweet
is
potato.
sweet
Or it's not a very dangerous card.
This is bread.
Only
Yeah, no.
5-6 gets
This one
there.
is sweet potato.
Okay.
Okay.
Understand.
It's a hefty price to draw. Taco can only call
now
if
you
Brian
understand.
calls. If Brian's not calling,
Potatoes.
So no different culture.
and neither is Taku.
Potato and
Good job to the ace not
Sweet
getting beat
potato
here.
is so like this one.
You reach
In
200
Japan,
only.
sweet potato is this one. Your bread.
Nico's been quiet, but that
Yeah,
hit
yeah.
is very loud.
Sorry.
Sweet
call it
potato
in the big
bread.
blind.
I don't know what's
This
that.
one, this meaning sweet potato. Okay.
And we see the straddle
Satsumaimo.
by Fish King.
Maybe you say this one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's sweet potato.
No,
Yeah.
this one is good. In Japan, satsumaimo.
What was that in English?
In English, well, I don't
Brian trying to look like he
Only
actually
Japanese.
cares about these potatoes.
maybe.
サツマイモはゆきさん、サツマイモは how to call in English?
Okay, I search.
Papa potato.
Purple potato.
I think.
No, okay.
I think Papa potato.
New deal, I
okay,
believe
okay,
Daisuke will be
okay.
first to act.
I don't know how to say.
Listen.
What do we have in
Okay,
seat 6?
I tried to Google translator. Satsumaimo
sorry?
is sweet potato.
Seat 6 is
But can you
I'll tell you later. We'll figure it out. Saito's got ace king of diamonds.
Sweet potato is bread. Yeah.
Raises to 400.
And then-
Sochu.
Shochu.
Sweet potato.
Nico
sochu.
calls
How
himself
can I
fish
say in
fillet, so we'll call him fish fillet.
Imojochu.
Not a fish at this table.
Famous, right?
10, 7,
But
6.
you say not.
Top
But
pair
not
for Fish King.
in famous
Wow,
use,
quickly checks all the way
Satsumaimo
around, and
is
now a
not
nut
sweet
flush
potato.
draw for Saito with 2 overs to go with it.
That's
Bread.
sweet potato.
And
What
he
do you
manages
mean?
to keep
That's
initiative
sweet potato. What do you
up
mean?
until the point where Fish King bets his top pair. Saito's gonna come along.
You guys called it sweet potato.
Feeling good.
It's not sweet potato.
They're flopping
Yeah,
quads,
but the
and then
soju
rivers
is
a
okay.
king.
made by sweet potato.
You go to
but it's
Japan.
not
Third hard on
called
the board,
sweet
but he can
potato.
at least
Okay.
call this.
Done.
Fish King thinks he's value betting, but he's actually donating. And
If you
Sato's
put
gonna
it
take
in
yet
and
another
you
pot.
ordered sweet potato. Yeah.
Table's
Maybe
getting heavy on
bring
one side.
I
Saito
order
in
like
C2 and
there are
J-Meister
many
in
like
C3
beautiful
are doing most of the
ladies
hauling.
Shima, like Lady Shima.
And meanwhile, on the other side of
Ladies
the table,
Island.
Brian has
Ladies
to listen to
So
potato
true.
talk
Name is Ladies Island.
ああ、
May
coming in both ears.
May
レディー、レディーアイランドってあって、
アイランド
カクテルあった気がするっすそう
I don't know.
レディーアイランド
Alcohol.
レディーアイランド
You know, right?
レディーアイランドロングアイラン
Such a name is
Such a
name.
name.
It's beautiful island
ド美しい島
in Chinese word.
美しい島
Ah,
Yes.
you're not drinking. Ah, what the?
Hold 7, hold 8.
You guys not drinking. I'm sure you guys not drinking in Japan.
I'm just glad they're talking about something
Yeah,
else.
I remember. Of course.
In Japan, not sweet potato.
How much?
Okay, you say
Billy calls the straddle from the small
I
blind.
show you.
too big.
Taku had limped it in from the hijack with a mystery hand.
Potato is dessert.
Oh,
Yuki
they are not Japanese?
folds after Fishkin
In
squeezes.
Japan, very famous satumaimo.
This could work,
Sweet potato.
except fish fillets all in for $5.50.
One only. Why you win?
Ace 5 dominating the Queen 5. Fish fillet could be due for a double up. 2 kings and a 4. All good. Just need to dodge a queen.
Kagoshima?
And the ace will play.
Great name.
Kagoshima, what's the meaning? In English.
Fillet doubles up. One side cook.
Oh,
Time to
Kagoshima.
flip it and cook the other side.
Very famous in Kagoshima.
So nice of the Fish King
さつま揚げが有名
to
な
donate this fellow fish.
Ah, okay, that's all. That's all.
It's over.
That's all.
It's over.
So now you agree about sweet potato.
See at the bottom of your screens
Okay, you agree? Are you not
a
agree?
phone number you can call to inquire or even reserve spots,
Okay.
either at this game or any of the other games
Use.
happening at the Masters Poker Room. Hey, if you're near Malate and you're watching the stream, you want to jump into the table, take a shot.
5.
Take a short drive, call that number,
5.
try to get in the game.
Yeah, you
Bob Kim's got aces. Remember, he limped queens when he had it last time. Floppy sat and played real slow. This time, he's looking at the race from Daisuke
夢
チップがあるときは抜ける
with aces.
Face off, 6 5, check. Check 6 7.
1,000.
Bet 1,000 6 9.
日本は
Goes check to Bob Kim, who bets 1,000.
え
Can Daisuke float with the middle pair? He cannot, and Bob Kim takes this down.
So you agree, huh?
He doubled up early, but he dumped most of it over to Saito when he tried to bluff
I understand.
Saito holding
Maybe
quads,
you guys are Japanese.
Maybe
so
you don't know
when
about
I go to Japan,
which never works.
ダバオっていう
you guys have to like.
そこで
No,
酪農してる
it's not your right, but you have to guide on me, right? But you don't know anything about Japan. How can you guide on
僕
me?
はビデオ協会の
ディバ
会の人でその要は大会とかを作るんですよ
Maybe you Japanese. I'm not Japanese. I cannot speak Japan. I cannot speak anything, any word.
でそれでフィリピンにまあ来るようになってでその関係から
더 드시
農業する、するようになったの、
Any old poker book will tell you that a chatty table is a great table to be playing in. And when you combine a chatty table with alcohol,
I speak.
And they're talking about
30
alcohol?
minutes, right?
いやいやオーバーサラリーメニッツ
strap into your seat and stay till that table breaks. So it's... Is it? Trying to figure out the action here. I figured J-Meister opened it up and got calls from Fish King and Daisuke, and Brian is squeezed to 2,200 from the straddle position. And it's going to work out. The old straddle 3-bet.
さつまいもがスイートポテトなのかなバゲットね
I don't know if he showed one card.
最初なんか
Good takedown,
楽しいと思わなかった
considering his hand was just okay.
でもまあ今は
It's okay.
Could have done well on some flops, but
For first,
good
what I
instincts.
want
Take it
to
down
ask
right there.
is like, really want to
やって
know.
ましたね
And then, you guys
前
like
からポーカー
deny
してたんだけど
Here's what happens. They come visit you.
I'll tell you more about what to do on the chatty table.
They come. You go visit there.
Try to
they
look like
go
you're
visit
joining
the
the chat,
potato
even if
bread
you're not
factory.
interested.
A big difference.
And I'm
Bread
throwing that
and
3 tip
potato.
over to C3 to J Meister,
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
who is
Like,
going to be
My
marked
first intention is
as a
want to know
hostile player if
right
he doesn't speak
about,
soon.
Like sweet potato sochu, but they say they don't have. In
You know, the
Japan.
player
So,
who's only here to take your chips and not make friends.
A lot.
Yeah, that player.
Bob, tomorrow I will bring potato, one potato,
Gotta
and
act
one
interested.
sweet
You
potato.
can, you can
Ain't
show
gotta
me.
act like
you
you're
can
drinking.
show. You can show that.
Order a Sprite.
I'll bring some.
Okay, J Meister versus Fish King. Both of them have a king. 4 queen deuce.
聞いたんでしょうか
Yeah.
No hit for either.
隣にいた人
J Meister has shown
In Korea, we're also like
an ability to see bet, but doesn't exercise that here. Third spade on the board. Nobody asked it.
potato,
J Meister tests the waters. Fish King gonna float with king high.
sweet potato.
And with that ace, Fish King is ahead. If J Meister checks Fish King,
No, Imo is
I don't know, you can check behind.
and then
But betting is better
Imo.
because you might not win with king high.
The sweet potato.
potato is sweet potato
Like
is
this move here.
Okay, that's all. Finish. Okay, no more, no more.
I mean, that bet could even fold out.
Okay,
hand with
okay.
queen.
Finish the potato talk.
Okay.
Congratulations. Okay. Finish right. Okay. Thank you guys.
時間に追われていくしかないみたいな
Potato string.
Can I
give
Okay,
you?
please order sweet potato.
Let's go,
あれは
Okay, ako only one drink.
しかないみたいなね
Okay, you?
だから運があったら結構
Ah,
勝
why
てちゃう
so weak?
Why so weak?
Brother.
Later, later.
How did we come back to potatoes?
お兄さん
Somebody call service
景色
and put a plate with a potato on it for each of these players. They're gonna love it.
I'm not full sheet.
Taku's under the gun, raised to 200. Did not straddle, but is now raising. King Jack of diamonds.
They are full of the.
Nothing much for anybody, but Fish King's calling with 6-5 off. Brian coming along.
Taku open. You open?
Suited 3-gapper and Bob Kim with whatever.
First quarter. Sit 8. Check.
10, 9, 3.
Check. Sit 9. Check. Sit 1. Check. Sit 5. Check out.
Who's got anything? Nobody, so it checks round. Now it's connected.
Check. Sit 9.
Brian's got a piece of it.
Check out.
Taku's got the open ender, but it's 3 hearts on the board. Brian's gonna win this if it goes check, check, check.
5을 친다고? This.
Nobody's got the heart to bet. And that is why Brian will likely take this down. Taku opened this, but could not continue on any of the streets and must now give it up.
5,
3.
6. Only stress.
아니, 코인
Bob
이거는
Kim actually bet
오버햇이
and
없으니까.
forced the 8 out of the hand. Stole this one from Brian.
Did you bet?
Sinala mo ikaw rin Georgia. Anong quarter?
Easily the most aggressive player at this table.
Dapat dito may TV.
Bets aggressively, calls aggressively,
히비키,
even talks about potatoes
Ano
aggressively.
to for name? Yeah, I know.
히비키.
Yeah, yeah.
He's famous.
今回はどのぐらい
Oh, he's famous.
今回は
Whiskey.
Somebody give C3 a drink.
Oh, I don't know.
Can you recommend about
whiskey.
いやいやいやもう
You
Is his
know,
hat? His hat
竹
says money.
こっちで
竹鶴
竹鶴
and
そういうことか
I didn't know about
You don't want to be sitting at a poker table
whiskey. Is
against a quiet poker player wearing a hat that says money. Shout out to Otalabi Randy Sireneo has joined the chat. He's close enough to Masters to actually
Kill him.
jump into this game if a seat opens up. So a limpathon yet again, which Fish King raises it up. See if the limpers come along. Gonna lose most of them. J Meister. Expect him to set mine with the threes. Fish Fillet with a suited two gapper. And Fish King with a suited king.
Good job.
What's the razor? So a lot of suited hands.
What time we get break? So I can
Two
go
jacks and an ace. Yuki's ahead.
taking a break at like 10. Just so I can go smoke.
End of the set mining exercise for J Meister. But he gets to see a turn card. Almost a three. And almost is good enough for him to bet. He bets it out. Yuki's. What, Fish King calling this? No, he's not. He's raising it.
already.
Raising the two jacks and an ace on the board, acting like he checked his jack on the flop. That's going to work out because J Meister doesn't even have an ace. Yuki's made a call. Yuki's kicker doesn't even play now.
We're in the bathroom.
He's chopping or losing.
When who?
Bold move by Fish King.
Bob comes back.
He's playing the board. That king doesn't even play.
Fish King? Ace? Bluff King?
Yuki, what do you do? Actually, his six plays as a kicker. Whoop-de-doo. He's got three pairs. It's gotta be good. Lovely overbet here. Completely polarized.
Last 10 seconds.
Oh yeah, this is worth a time bank. Yuki's instincts are kicked in here. Sense him something to the right.
Let's go, you win.
The more Yuki waits to act, the more likely Fish King's gonna finish that drink.
いや俺これエースに負けてんのよなこのエース
All he can do is suck it in from that straw. Wow, Yuki makes the call. Fish King. The overbet not working.
Yeah.
Bold move. Ultimately not enough. I think it's the drinking that gave it away. People normally drink by taking a sip and putting the drink down. He couldn't put the drink down even now. He's just frozen.
You keep it.
Is it mine?
Yeah, for you.
What is that, a rebate? Did he get 1,000 as a rebate? You see white chips. The white chips are 25. White chips with black called trim, lining. Ridges,
First off,
edges.
Time to drink.
And then the black chips are 100.
Time to drink.
And the red chips
call.
are 1,000.
4.
So as you can see here,
Break time? 5 minutes right there.
Fish Fillet has limped in. Fish King has raised with 5-3 suited. Ace King for Brian should be worth a 3-bet, but how big? 1,500.
1, win.
Yeah.
1,500.
Fish Fillets gonna go for it with the 2 sixes
925. Call to 1,500.
for his tournament life, so to speak. Fish King is coming along. So there will be a side pot as Fish Fillet can only win up to 925, which means the dealer's gotta cut out 575 from each of the other two players to make a side pot.
Which is
You do the math. No, I'll do the math. It's 1,150 on side. To the flop we go. 666.
僕はあれです。
It's a set for fish fillet, but we are playing for the side pot where Fish King is ahead, pairing the three. But Brian wants to take this down. Fish King is just all in, taking a stand, putting Brian on exactly Ace King.
You gotta pose.
Okay, four.
Back door. Back
A
door.
lot of ugly things can happen to Fish King, like getting counterfeit, but that doesn't happen. The three will hold for the side pot, and the main pot will go to Fish Fillet, who flopped his set. And for Brian,
Anong oras na?
3,000 chip loss there. Yeah, you did win the side pot, so that is what the dealer is pushing your way. And if you can put the drink down long enough, you might understand what's happening. You're watching Masters Poker Live, 2550 hold'em action. No cashing out till midnight. Full table. Taking a break right now. And the stream will keep going. So if you like watching a table on break, knock yourself out. See you in a bit.
How many minutes? Yes. 5 minutes.
I wanna go to toilet. Can I go?
Sorry.
Oh, you watch.
No, I just watch for the potato and sweet
Oh,
potato. Only there. I don't want to know your hands. I want to see the potato or sweet potato. Yeah.
Our stream will be named the Sweet Potato Stream.
Yes.
Sweet Potato Live.
Big difference, right?
Sweet potato,
Different
and
kind.
potato, root crop, both root crop.
Almost ready to resume and give Saito a prize for being the first person back from break. Taku gets second place, and they win absolutely nothing as we get ready to resume this 25-50 no limit hold'em game. Open to everybody. Just come in on a Thursday and ask to be on this table. And be prepared to play till midnight at the very least. Come to the Master's Poker Room on Bocobo Street in Malate, Manila. This is Master's Poker live, streaming with a reasonable 30-minute delay. So if you're wondering, will players be watching the live stream to see the other players' hands? No, that's not going to happen. They can only see 30 minutes into the past, which is only useful if you want to know what hands you did not see in the last 30 minutes. And as you can see, there aren't really any cell phones on the table, unless they're showing pictures of potatoes and potato wine.
Either good luck, father, or you can do it, father.
So let's recap.
Sure,
I'd say 4 players from Japan. Seat 1 has
Let's
Taku.
go, father.
Seat 2, Saito.
Yeah.
Seat 5 calls himself Fish King. Seat 6, Yuki. Oh, maybe a 5th player from Japan. I think seat 5 is from Korea, Choi. From Korea. Seat 6 is Yuki from Japan, Daisuke. In seat 7, Brian from Italy. Seat 8, Bob Kim from Korea in seat 9. And a couple of locals in seat 2 and 3. No, sorry, seat 3 and 4. Seat 4, Jay Meister in seat 3. And their evenings are going in opposite directions. Not a great start for Nico.
Yeah, iced coffee. Yeah, thank you.
If that's his lucky hoodie, he needs to retire it. Meanwhile, Jay Meister has been making money with the money cap. Very well at the game so far.
Do you have child?
I don't have child.
I don't have child.
Yeah.
Ready to resume. Sometimes it's straddled, sometimes it is not. Straddle is optional. And Nico will not take that option. Instead, will be acting under the gun with Queen 9 off. Calls himself Fish Fillet. Choi calls himself Fish King. He's playing like it. Open limping 10-3 off. Taku squeezes with a suited ace. Just like that, takes it down. This from the Jester Intia playbook. First hand from a break. Most players aren't mentally ready to engage, so you can steal a pot with a big raise.
Still have?
Try it for yourself.
No, I mean the back. That's yours, right?
Not mine. It's not mine. Option.
How much longer can Fish King
May. You have.
suck on the straw when the drink is gone?
Hey, no option. You have.
Daisuke with 10-8 off finally sees it. Quick folds all around. And it's going to come down to the blinds. Jay Meister not going to give a walk here. Makes it 200. Fish Fillet with suited Broadway hands. Certainly worth a call. But blind versus blind is worth a raise. I like this. Wait, call 650? I'm sorry, Jay Meister made it 700. Fish fillet's calling along, and Yuki.
That's freak.
I guess this was straddled. It's the only explanation why Yuki's in the hand with 6-8. King, king, 5, couple of spades. Nothing for anybody. J Meister checks, does not continue here, which opens the door for Yuki, who will not put the drink down. Checks all around. Jack on the turn. Now an open-ender for Fish Fillet. Not a very good one with the board being paired and 2 spades on the board, but he's going to go for it.
Oh my god, I thought
Bet 50. Puts in
Oh,
a big
big
chip.
raise.
So that's raised to 1.5.
That's why shareholder.
Yes.
J Meister can see through this and repop it.
Yeah.
And he does.
Bye bye.
That's so mean.
J Meister on the ball there.
Yeah. Okay. There I am.
Fish Fillet was just trying to call.
Okay. Both.
J Meister had the right idea, but not enough chips to stop him from drawing.
Yes.
J Meister has hit his ace and will make a crying call as Fish Fillet does get his straight.
Straight.
No king. No
Few chips short of taking it down on the turn, I think.
No king.
You know what, J Meister doing that Jedi mind trick as well, just by donking 50 on the river and getting a flat call. Has managed to lose as little as possible. My coach used to call that a one-chip check. Normally induces a call from hands with showdown value and a raise from polarized holdings. Mostly from bluffs. The one-chip check. Technically 2 chips in this game. All right, Brian's in the game. Raising it up with Queen Jack. Folded around Fish Fillet. Just want to hand it Queen 10. Gonna give it a break. Gonna enjoy his new chips first. From the sidelines, Yuki calls with AC Doocy. After the flop, it is ragged, which favors Yuki's range, but Brian's gonna continue here. It is check, fold, ship it to Brian.
Also water.
But moves now, the Fish Fillet. Why is he paying the dealer? A tip from the last hand?
봤는데요.
Okay, those yellow squares, those yellow cards are in fact time banked. There's a 60-second action timer next to the dealer. Sometimes you see it when the camera pans over there.
Very quiet.
Big pair of numbers counting down from 60. And that's why they have the yellow time banks. Hardly been used. Only saw it been used once by Yuki when he picked off a bluff. Used it well. Daisuke opens with King 6 suited. J Meister gonna come along and try to drag other players in. You want to play 9-8 multi-way. And this is multi-way enough. 2 sevens and an ace. End of the chase for 9-8. Daisuke, will he continue? There's an ace showing. Why not? Pretty small continuation bet, but in a paired board, it's going to get the job done. Daisuke with a raise and take. Now, what's in his little cup there?
I'm drunk.
2 hours more.
Drink more last time.
God, but a fish
Drink
king.
more last time.
So Fish King says he's drunk. That's what happens when you drink alcohol through a straw.
I'll be drunk today.
And then you keep trying to drink the alcohol through the
Okay.
straw when there's nothing left in the glass.
Call.
It's a bunch of people.
Call, call.
Call. Call. Sit 1.
Back to the action. 25-50 no limit hold'em game. Straddle optional. This one has been straddled, and Bob Kim first to the limp pawn,
Always.
followed by Fish King. Round to the blinds,
It's life.
and now the straddler. Brian has squeezed this before,
Nice card.
and he's doing it again.
Only donation.
The old straddle raise. And can anyone withstand this? Looks like 300. I mean, why 600?
Kahit wala lang
My
score,
bad.
how much ba yun? Lamang ba?
5-7.
Nawala.
The Fish King's in it.
Go to KTV.
Queen 10 deuce, top pair for Brian.
Go KTV. お父さん pay.
Fish King's got pretty much both have almost equal amount of chips.
子供が生まれたんですか？
いやいや、もう
Pretty
20。
smallish bet here for Brian.
あ、もう大丈夫。もうでも
Fish King calls the gut shot. 2 is safe. Safe for Brian to bet again. Don't think you can felt the guy holding just a gut shot. So Fish King surrenders. Nice pickup by Brian of that extra bet on the flop.
You are not a fish.
Somebody give Yuki aces,
What do you
because
call fish in Japanese?
Fish?
Yeah.
魚。
Sakana. And Lord
gotta
Kamisama.
wake that player up.
Lord Kamisama. God. God.
Sakura?
God to kami-sama.
Sakura?
God
Ah,
Kamisama.
God kami-sama.
Sakana.
Yeah.
Sakana.
Fish.
Sakana.
Sakana.
Sakana Kamisama.
Fish God.
Fish God.
Raise 400.
Fish, yeah, fish king. Fish. Oh, oh, oh.
Call 6.
King is oh, oh.
Call 6-7. Call 6-8.
His
Call
nickname here.
Fish fillet.
Fish fillet opens with the best hand, gets called by some pretty bad ones.
That's why we call fish king.
Let's see the flop spikes for the others. King, Jack 4, and Brian is now ahead. Fish fillet's got enough of the flop to probably pay a bet or two. And Brian's gonna start trying to make him pay now. It went check round on the flop. Brian has disguised his top pair. And Fish Fillet's going to pay with the second pair. Boom! That king looks pretty harmless. Fish Fillet could call a bigger bet here with the second pair. Best kicker. 600 is the bet. Fish Fillet just got fried.
一緒に出ましょうって言われて、加山さんに。
Nice check on the flop by Brian,
結局抜けない
which
から
paved the way
そうです
for that crying call on the
さっき
river.
入れって言われて、はめられる。恥ずかしい。
デビュー戦ですね。
4時間抜けられないっていうのはすごいな。負けなきゃダメ。
みんな疲れてるわもう。All player very tired.
We argue a lot.
Very quiet.
5分の休憩で余計に疲れてる逆に一
After
気に
break time, very tired. What happened now?
Somebody talk.
Call 6-4.
Off to a new deal and a new Hold'em adventure.
75.
As we come to you live from the Masters Poker Room in Malate, 25-15 no limit Hold'em game, optional straddle. This one has been raised by Fish King Choi from Korea.
4 players.
He gets 3 callers. Somehow tackles in this with King 5 offsuit, and it's gonna pay off as he flops top pair. No kicker. Check into the razor. Not gonna continue multi-way Now a queen peels off, middle pair, open-ended for Brian.
400.
Gonna make a bet and probably get a call from Taku.
Fold, 6 1.
400 is the bet.
Fold, 6 6.
Remember, Brian checked top pair earlier and made another player pay for it. This time, he might be the one paying. Unless that happens, which is Broadway for Brian. Runner, straight. Can Taku pay? Probably not, because the ace is showing. And it's a one card straight on the board. So, and he has an awful kicker.
Maganda pa rin may 2-0 na
Brian coming back strong from the break.
40 seconds, tatlo.
Taku can only blow raspberries after that hand.
3 points overtime.
Pwede pa yun, tatlong possession. Tatlong possession.
Mother never taught him not to play King 6 or King 5. I don't even remember. Normally, if you don't remember what you had, it was a bad hand to begin with.
죽겠다.
Getting quiet at the table, which means we're beyond the threshold of being pleasantly drunk and have crossed over to just being drunk. 2 kings for fish fillet. Why not raise
475.
from the +2 position?
5 4 6 6 4 7 48.
Let's see who is in the mood to call. Is it Bob Kim? No, it's not. Oh, this could be a disaster if nobody calls. Taku's got kind of a calling hand. Ouch! $75. Holding kings. Biggest spot you can ever hope for. Oh my goodness.
Why so serious? Why so serious, everybody?
Let's ring.
Yeah, you gotta retire that lucky hoodie.
Okay, I bet. I bet.
Ross thinking about potatoes still.
2 kings, no action.
First off, 6 4 6
Talo?
6 4.
I would be disgusted.
Fold, 6 6 4 6 7.
But we are moving on.
Raise 3 400.
And now Fish King wants to play with King Deuce. Brian's gonna raise it up 400 with 2 jacks. Many ways to play this. All of them wrong.
Fold, 9.
Talo siya naman.
Bob Kim folds. He's slowed down a bit. He is sitting on a lot of chips. Fish King, all in once again. The old limp shove.
Kanila po siya hindi tira.
The guy is plastered with alcohol, Brian.
Oh,
This should be an easy call.
Wow. Very good.
We always gamble anyway.
He has King 2, but in his mind, he has 2 kings.
Just repeat. You want to go home?
The limp shove,
Behind 40K.
freezing the jacks momentarily. but
Oi!
Brian
Hey!
makes that call.
Open-ended.
And now all he needs to do is dodge a king.
Yeah. King good.
If you hit a king, I swear to God.
Or a truckload of deuces coming on the board. Let's see.
Oh!
Windows
my
has a
God.
king, why not?
Queen.
Got shot.
Now, got the jack.
Queen.
Oh, what a tease. What a tease. Queen for the chop? Nope. Quick house for Brian.
Then uhuli siya sa flop.
Got a bit of a sweat on the flop. And then the dealer made a turn and said, just kidding, you win.
10 million.
Then,
Running court.
Running cold, put it all
I'll
in.
tell you what, ever since they stopped talking about potatoes,
But you
Brian's
did
been
hit
winning all the
the king.
pots. So maybe they should bring the potato talk back.
it's the king, but Jack's coming on this time.
素晴らしい。素晴らしいですね。素晴らしい。
That's right, sir. No more potatoes.
Oh, not sweet potato.
Fried potato with cheese.
First off, 6 4. Fold.
Just chips. Fish fillet.
Raise 500.
Open limps
Yeah.
with a suited connector. Pretty high one. 9, 10.
5.
If you look at any starting hand chart in a full ring no limit hold'em game,
Sorry.
surprisingly they say that's a fold.
No, 2 Korea and the 1 Philippines.
Jam.
So it gets limp, gets raised by
Down
Fish
with
King.
VIP.
Come on.
What
You
percent now?
saw the guy play king.
90%?
96.
You really gonna respect his raises now? Once again, king on the window. Fish King is ahead with a nut flush on the flop.
やっぱもうあれですか、長くできない。
Can he get anyone to call? No, nobody's got a piece of this. Shows one ace.
今日なんてもう2レースにもう3時半ぐらいに行ったんで。で、終わって
You
飲
get
んでるじゃないですか。
Called all in when you have nothing, and then when you have the nut flush, no callers.
おうそう、そうなっちゃいました。
Poker is
ちょっ
a
と興奮してたら
twisted, sadistic game,
今なんかもう
and you can't get away from it.
増やしたんでね、ゆるくやれば。
2 minutes to learn, a lifetime to master.
뭐야? 법킨 방 봤는데?
And you are gonna play it for a lifetime. 'Cause
뭔데? 앉아.
it's something else. It's just always one more hand, one more hand.
Fold 6, 7, fold 6,
And nothing spells fun like trying to hit boards.
raise 400, sit 9.
아, 내무따이.
All right. Folded to the hijack. Bob Kim's got an ace. Why not raise? Well, that's because Taku's sitting on queens. Here's the 3-bet from the cutoff. Makes it 1,300. Taku's stack not that big. If he gets called here, he's shifting the flop. It's that simple. What? J-Meister flatting with queens. Both players have queens. Taku's stack is so short. What's Fish King doing in here with King 4? Let's find out on the flop. Nope, nothing there. 2 10s and a 6. Fish King, not even a diamond to show for his efforts. J-Meister can lead out here, but Taku's gonna ship.
800,
And when Taku ships it, J-Meister will make a crying call, but
fold 6,
he'll be glad to be chopping here. What is Fish King doing?
그럴 수 없지. 콜이지.
He's calling 800 to try to hit a king. Taku's got a ship here. He's only losing to a 10. Of course, Fish King's call sometimes means it's a 10, sometimes means he's just had too much to drink. Taku has so little behind compared to the pot. Wow, he's milking it here. Did I misread his stack size? No, I did not. He's raised to 2,200 and left 1,400 behind. Jay's got to put him in. He doesn't. Fish King finally gets out of the way. 1,400 behind. Pot is 9,700. Jay is never folding.
bet 5,000.
So he's just going to stick it in now. Taku's going to call. They're going to chop. Thank goodness Fish King was around to donate.
Same hand.
And they can both be winners.
そんなことあるんだ。
No one's going to hit a flush or a straight here. This is a chop. And Fish King is the donor.
Yeah, I win.
It's okay.
King high.
Too much potato for that guy. Potatoes turn into chips. And he sent the chips to the hands of the other players. Saito's just sitting back, enjoying his stack. Had a really good mini run about an hour ago, including a hand where he flopped quads and Bob Kim shoved all into him.
Who make you?
And now he's sitting on all those chips. There's rules to this game. Cannot cash out until midnight. Game started at 8 p.m. You commit 4 hours of play. The only way to leave is to bust out.
I was there.
But at midnight,
House engineer.
sure, you can cash out.
いやいやいや何してたのってNo
Good. What?
of course live
We'll be streaming up to that point, which means
No
we'll
good.
play another time,
No good to talk
as there's a 30-minute delay.
What you did? What did you did?
Go off to the next
You
hand.
can say yeah. Maybe it's also 10 times. 10 times?
10?
How many days you?
Okay, 12 days.
Equal.
12 times.
12 times.
Okay.
Oh, no.
You-
3 times.
Nice, got
more,
nice.
More.
Involve 3 times a day.
Top king has
12 days
cards.
and maybe
20
20 girls.
20 guards?
Yeah.
Wow,
So
para
you raise to
G.
400.
Para G.
4
Para G.
Yeah, siyempre.
6 calls.
I'm loyal kasi. Okay.
Royal?
8
I'm
calls.
loyal.
3?
Why you know Royal?
4.
I'm loyal. You are para.
J Meister has raised the limpers.
Paano
The
yan?
Ito
captains
merong
is
girlfriend.
call.
Ako don't have boy
Fish king
girlfriend.
is plastered.
Yeah.
Calling with
They
10-6
took-
off.
They put you.
3-3-5 is the flop. Good flop for
So
Brian.
you are para.
Only losing the 3. Does he check to the razor or does he try to take this down right
Have
here?
you
now?
been there?
He checks to the razor. J Meister.
Near Branch Tower, di ba?
No, what,
If he's gonna continue, it's gotta be a small
Purple
one.
G is KTV name.
This is a tiny, raggedy paired board.
Heads up.
Near Branch Tower.
So nice little C bet. He's gonna get the bad news.
You can go. You can go with Joey. You can go with Fish King. Not me.
Why not you?
I can not.
Scary your girlfriend, huh?
Not scary, just like
Oh,
8 check.
very good. Very gentleman you.
not gentleman.
3 check 1,000.
Only
Respect.
live.
8 calls.
Only live.
King high. Pocket 9.
Wow! Wow! Good bluff, good bluff.
Nice try.
Good bluff, good call.
Get 2 pairs.
Yeah. Good bluff, good call.
Yeah, really.
Just
good.
3 pairs. Yeah, 3 pairs good.
Wala akong scare card eh.
내용이 없네.
틱잖아. 하그진가.
Wow.
Frank bad.
No, no, no. Oh, you cannot take it. You know it?
Ah, thank you now. Change deck.
Run race.
Race.
8. 7 calls. 8 calls.
175.
1 fold. 2 fold.
Yeah.
4 calls. 6.
Brave King. King the Deuce. Okay.
8 fold. 9 calls.
There was a lot of interest here until Fish King popped it to 1,600. He might get Fish Fillet to shove if J Meister would get out the way.
8-3.
Me?
They'll recommend flatting here if you want to take a stand with Ace 10.
Close.
Then just shove over the drunk guy.
Parking.
It is shove or fold for Fish Fillet. He's asking. Do you want to go for it?
Yeah, nothing.
The way his
sure.
night's going, if he shoves and gets called,
4
Four's
goes.
gonna show up on the board. So yeah, Fish Fillet's in a calling mood.
Oh, he have nothing.
Hands are live. Ace high ahead right now. Fish on fish action.
여기서 넘겨야 돼.
One is a king, one's gonna get
넘길
cooked.
것 같아요.
Ganbate Oto-san!
4. 4 1 pair.
Esu!
All right, let's run this board. 7-7-9, Ace 10 still ahead. And there's an 8,
No, ace only.
6 or 4.
Esu!
7, Ace 10 will hold up. Fish King donates yet again to Fish Fillet.
Why?
Nice enough to do so. Fish King still has a shade under 6,000 behind. Fish Fillet has moved up
Yes.
to 4,500. Figure he'd be at around 6,000 now. I mean, didn't he shove, I don't know, 3,000 there?
Call. Call.
Sit 9
Call.
fold. Sit 1 fold. Sit 2 fold.
Well, one thing's for sure.
3 fold.
How much?
Everyone's looking at Fish King's chips right now.
Sit 5
There's a fire sale for them.
Sit 6 fold.
Fish fillet up. Open limps.
Raise
No limps behind Bob Kim's open
7
limp.
3 raised to
With the
1,000.
eights, Daisuke has aces looking at a few limpers and a click raise from Fish King, who has advertised that he's willing to give all his chips to whoever is bold enough to take them. So Daisuke's going to 3-bet to 1,000. Fish fillet, interesting here. You might want to take a stand with this, and he'll walk right into a brick wall. I don't think calling's an option. If you like the eights, you're shipping.
2,000.
He's packed his bags. Is he going to get on this flight?
Sorry.
No.
Sit 4 fold.
Too much weight for the carry on. Flight's canceled, but Fish King's coming along for 800. Gonna speculate King 5, 8.
1,000 bets, 7.
Nowhere near the 9 or the 4. Daisuke, can he get called for 2,000? Has Fish King lost his mind here?
Discount? Thank you.
As we wait for him to act, and he still has control of some of his mental faculties, and lets go of the 9 high hand.
Sa akin,
Not a bad pot for Daisuke.
Pocket king.
Winning with aces is always fun,
Uy, tua.
but people only remember when they lose with it.
Ako hungry.
Shout out to Val Caddies. Yes, you are quite late. This stream will be going on for another hour and a half. Shout out from where, my friend? I am calling the action from the island of Cagbalite in Mauban, Quezon. Where are you guys watching from?
Sit 3 fold. Sit 4 fold. Sit 5 fold.
Straddle in a limp by Taku with 9-7 of hearts. Fun hand to play. Saito sneaky with the ace king, which means other players are limping behind, and Brian can squeeze with ace jack.
Sit 9 fold.
Squeezing it like a stress ball, because that's what he's gonna get if Saito decides to pop it.
Sit 3 fold.
No pop. Just a call with ace king off.
Sit 5 and 7 fold.
Saito
Up.
playing it pretty conservatively. Here comes the flop. Any continuation on a ragged flop by Brian might take this down. Can he continue on an 8 high flop? Heads up, why not?
Sit 8. Bet 700.
7.
Yes, sir.
Okay, call.
Sit 2 fold.
Saito gonna float one. Ace king high. Second 8 comes. Ooh, Brian not figuring if Saito has an 8 in his range.
Check. Check right.
Only knows he got called on the flop. Turn changes nothing. And if he check surrenders here, Saito will get a nice little showdown and a nice little win with ace king undeveloped.
Chop cup. You want chop?
Hello, Val. The commentator today is Ron Regis, who is trying his best to sound like Noel Zared. We do that for each other. Spend too much time with the man. We're coming to you live from Masters Poker in Malate. Live as live streams of poker can get, which means there is a reasonable delay for security reasons, for integrity of the game. But I am calling the action on delay as well, as you see it. So no, I don't know what's coming. I will be just as surprised as you
So
are
quiet today.
the next time Fish King shoves with 6-4 offsuit pre-flop. You know what? I won't be surprised, actually.
So quiet today.
Sit 3, raise to 200.
Back to the action. J Meister with a dead man's hand
Sit 5 call. Sit 6 fold.
has raised it to 200.
Sit 7 call. 8 call.
Fish King, tell you I'm not surprised, calls with 6-5 off.
Call. 5 players in.
How did all these players come join the fray? 2, 4, 9, couple diamonds on the board.
9 bet.
Bob
200.
Kim, 2 overs and a flush draw. He's not going anywhere.
Sit 3 call.
In fact, he bets.
5 call.
Trying to build a pot for when he hits. Fish King gonna call with 6 high. It's a gut shot.
Sit 7 fold. Sit 8 call.
And most of these other guys should be gone if reason prevails.
8 check.
Reason has not prevailed. Somehow Brian's still in this with Jack 10. And J Meister with ace high.
Fold.
Nice big bat for Bob to try to take this down. His queen high is actually ahead of all the remaining hands. Fish King
Sit 5 go.
is going to chase that gut
나중이네.
shot. And Brian should be done here with Jack high.
4 3 9.
So,
Sit 9 call.
Fish King actually moved all in with his gut shot. And Bob's calling overs and the diamond draw. But queen high is actually good here. What great news for Bob Kim. As Fish King
아니 얼굴
jumps
보고
out of the
나띵이
water.
보이잖아요. 왜 웃었어요?
It's on dry land right now. And the river's a deuce. Queen high wins it all. Fish King is down to the felt.
Why you bluff on me?
You can
I
leave
bet.
You have
or
nothing.
you can rebuy.
I have 2 over flush draw. It's
And
nothing.
I bet
It's
every
good.
other
It's good.
player on the table is screaming for
Because you know he
rebuy.
has nothing.
I know.
Shout out to Val.
Before I call,
Sorry, the
I
flag's
think
tiny on my
nothing.
screen. I'm just guessing that's Canada,
right?
which means it is high noon over there, depending on which part of Canada you're in. Could be early morning, I guess.
야미 마사라? 라미?
2 fold. Sit 3 fold.
Somebody give Fish King 30,000 chips. And I guarantee you nobody leaves the table. Up is just 3,000, and it's immediately all in.
You look?
No.
Yeah, I look.
This is how we should have started the evening.
No, I forgot. You choose your.
Oh, she's
All in. Brian wants to go with 8-7. Why not?
Oh!
Sit 8 call.
Sorry.
Love this call. He's actually ahead.
Cards, please.
And everyone's going to get out the way. A lot of chops can happen here. Domination.
여기서 웃긴 게 86이 86.
I like this gamble from Brian. He is up over 10K.
Chop, chop, chop,
차, 차.
chop, chop, chop.
Here comes the chop.
Chop, chop.
Yep, that's the chop right there. That's the 7 cannot play as a kicker. There it is. Really only 75 to split between them. Someone's going to get 50. Someone's going to get 25.
블락 깔리는 순간 찹이구나.
But a win is a win for Fish King.
Angry.
One of the better results for him
Very good.
in the last hour.
Not angry, happy.
So, 8-5.
Hallelujah.
It's 11:13 p.m. Manila time, which is the time Master's Poker Room is binded to.
Try again.
And apparently in Canada,
Okay.
8:15 a.m. Good morning, sir.
頑張ったキングハイでこう
Okay.
You are either up early or still up.
No look.
고!
Speaking of up, Jay Meister is just quietly chipping up at this table.
고!
Hat says it all. That's what he's here for.
6 4 call.
Yeah.
Not here to have fun.
Raise to 600.
Yeah.
Fish fillet calls 50.
No all in.
At this point, you're just going to try to induce a raise from Fish King every hand.
8 call.
Belly back.
So limp shoving is a really good option. So if you think you can isolate him. Yes, even with Jack 10 high.
No.
Come on, fish fillet. This is a limp shove.
Yeah.
It's gotta be.
Why no jam?
Well, it's not. But you know what? Every pot he's won has been against Fish King tonight. King 10 Queen, open ender with bottom hit,
Checking.
middle pair for Fish King, and now he's actually ahead of Fish Fillet. Goes check, check. Brick on the turn. Fish King still ahead. Fish Fillet checking, not going anywhere with that open ender. Quite a price to pay. 600.
Yeah.
And another brick on the river. It's gonna go check. Bet can Fish Fillet call this?
King good.
The one time Fish King actually has something.
King good.
Hands are crossed. That means he's not a big fan of his hand. If he really liked it, his hands wouldn't be crossed across his chest like that. Remember
How much?
what I say here.
Ay, fish call. Open and
Oh,
dead.
Fish Fillet. Bit of an angle there. Has he called? Someone kill his hand.
No good.
You can't show your cards and look at
Fish
reactions.
King,
Come on.
Fish.
On the river!
There's a call and actually donation.
Hey, Fish King.
Nice hand,
That's
nice
Fish King, huh?
Non-believer.
100 BPIP.
Yes. Always call.
Even a Fish King's allowed to have a hand every now and then. Welcome back to the stream, Mr. Edison Yu.
I did anything.
And to answer the question of Val from Canada,
저 콜만
No.
땄어요.
other players should not be allowed to make a comment about the hand in play if they are not in the hand.
Okay.
Now, if the player making a comment is player in the hand, I think that's allowed. Normally, to make the rule simple,
Why?
if you are not in the hand, just don't talk. Even if you just want to discuss potatoes, I'd say, respect the guys who are still in the hand and don't distract them with conversations about potato sake.
Okay, low card.
Aces again?
But yeah, that happens. I mean, at a very casual table, a very fun atmosphere, sometimes you get a bit lenient and you let them say things like that, like king is good here or whatever. I mean, if it's super obvious, you might let it slide, but generally, like if it, you don't want to help another player by pointing out something he may not have seen. Also, when someone's deciding whether or not to call someone who's all in,
Aces again.
generally there should be no talking because other players are talking, trying to get somebody to call because we like to see carnage, right? So that's why we make comments because we want the other guy to call and we want to see what hands they're sitting on. So it's quite a selfish motivation. You're not really being helpful.
No, double start.
Dealer's job to say no comments during the hand. And if you're a player at the table and you feel like the dealer's not doing her job, you can just call the floor and, quietly, you don't have to make a scene out of it. Just quietly whisper to the floor man your concerns and he will relay it to the dealers. And then they will comply. What happens a lot of times is the table gets so casual that and dealers are sometimes instructed to let it flow until a player has a problem with it. But they have to be sensitive also. You see, sometimes a player has a problem with it, but will not speak, but will visibly show discomfort. They will be looking at the floor, they'll be looking at the dealer as if they want to say something. So as a dealer, you got to be sensitive to that and catch that and then try to figure out, okay, what's making the player uncomfortable? Should I tighten things up a bit on this ship? So yeah, not easy to be a dealer. Gotta be aware. And in a venue like Mr. Stoker, where it's really a fun thing. I mean, these guys aren't just acting like this because they're in camera. I mean, it's the atmosphere of the place, and it creates a lot of action, which is why, you know, sometimes you want to let it slide. If you make a table too strict, you're gonna lose the action players. So kind of a line you want to draw
Ready?
for how strict you want to be versus how much action you want. Or as they say, don't tap the aquarium. Wow, we got through that whole explanation without really missing much, as hands have been folded. Players were nice enough not to do anything silly during that monologue, but we're back to the action. It's been raised by Taco with a reasonable hand. 500. Fishfillet is going to call with King Queen off. Fish King.
Really?
Why not call with 5-3? Yuki likes his hand. Yuki might squeeze, but Taku's shown quite a pretty good raising range, so. Yuki gonna speculate? No, okay. Had the right idea there. Time to make a chip sandwich. Taku's been, like I said, pretty tight, so if he's at the top of his range, he's gonna 4-bet. Otherwise, this happens, and Yuki could take us down, but he might have forgot one thing. Fish King will call anything at this point. Fish Fillet will be out. But I can't guess what Fish King's gonna do here. Well, I can guess. I'll probably be right. He probably shoves. Yep, there we go. And you asked for it, you got it. You will call. It's only 2,200.
Nothing.
More for Yuki. Gotta call less than what he put in anyway. Dominating Fish King. Watch the 5 come onto the board.
5!
2.
10, 9,
ダイ
4.
ヤモンド
Another 10 and only a 5 on the river.
Yes.
Nothing there.
Yes.
Well played by Yuki and well rewarded.
危ない
Hello. Fish King.
Ace 9.
없는 거 알았잖아.
Hello.
아무것도 없는 거 아는데.
Hello, Bluff King.
뜨다, 뜨다.
Hey, Fish. As you are.
아,
ちょっとしびれ切らした
아니네.
Jack King. Oh. Yeah.
You win, you win.
Yeah.
He win.
Hey, thanks for the feedback. That is always helpful. As a lot of players, especially the newer ones, don't even know when they're angling. And they need a little bit of the poker etiquette education. And there's ways to let them know without really pushing down hard on it.
Fish or fishing?
Fish you? You order fish you?
I will order fish, but whatever. Fish or fish?
Daisuke with a queen 5 of spades. Lets it go.
You waiting bed.
Bob Kim's got a food menu.
2000.
じゃじゃん
Enough alcohol, I guess.
後ろいんのよ
And Fish King's got one of the better hands to display
い
tonight.
るんよ
I'd say that Jack 6 is the top of the game. Fish Fillet should be calling very lightly. here.
But now.
He was up, now he's down. Now he can be up again.
Yeah, here.
Yeah.
Not in the mood to gamble. Fish King's gonna show. Jack 6. At this point against Fish King, no fold is a good fold.
Fish or
Jack 6.
The guys who are up
왜 근데 쇼스로 해요? 왜?
be Saito. You can see massive amount of chips in front of him in C2.
I call.
I'd say Jay Meister is also up.
Make it deep.
And Brian. Nico, aka Fish Fillet, he's up and down. And I keep blaming the loud hoodie for it. Now he's got 9s. It's a call for 200. Does that mean we're double straddled? Must be. Blinds are 25.50. Someone calls for 200. And that's because it's double straddled. Fish King has made it 2100. Fish Fillet's got exactly what he wants. Bob Kim tried to isolate with fives. Fish Fillet said,
Nine.
"No way."
How about you?
This was the plan, and I'm following the plan. Nines versus fives. Gonna try to dodge the jack that is sure to come on the river. Maybe not. Let's see the board play out. There will be
5.
no side pot here
Check
as
five,
Fish
please.
Fillet covers Fish King. So Bob Kim can scoop.
7.
Fish Fillet will scoop.
Almost 7.
Almost 7.
The only side pot will be happening if Fish King spikes that jack or another 7. Doesn't happen. The 9s hold up. Fish King down to the felt again. Fish Fillet back on his roller coaster. Up and down he goes.
Finish that? Finish. Okay.
Fish.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Take care.
Shout out to James Edward. Fish tofu.
No fish. Fish. No fish.
I think one of my favorite fish names
Game.
belongs
No
to
fish.
Joel Woody
See you next week.
Jeremias, who calls himself Fish Be With You.
아 진짜로요?
One call.
Done already?
Saw another nice online nickname called It's the Best. It's the best.
750.
Alright, back to the action. Saito flatting with 8s. Taku also flatting with what he hopes he can set mine for cheap. But Yuki's made it 750. Once again squeezing the dead money. Brian's got suited 10-8.
Si Kevin yan.
I like 3 betting here. I mean, I just saw Yuki squeeze with Queen 3.
Eight calls. 9 calls.
Brian has just called, so the small pairs are going to come into this. Try to spike their sets
750 total, sir.
and do cartwheels in their heads. Saito's going to come along. Daymeister with that early limp with 3-6 now has pretty good odds to try to spike something good.
Sit 2 calls. Sit 3 folds. Sit 4 folds.
Prudence, the better part of poker valor. And so this is going to go 4 ways. A couple of set minors. Brian couldn't resist the 1 gapper. Now he's hit the 8, but that's trouble. It's a set for Saito. This is monotone all spades though, so we'll see if that freezes up Saito. He's got to at least put a bet out there.
Sit 6 calls.
Even against a flush, he's not drawing dead. Nobody's got a spade.
8 folds. Sit 1
그쵸 안
fold.
남았죠.
Can Yuki rep the ace? He's called
근데 쉬어야
500
돼요.
with a top pair ace kicker.
Sit 2 check.
Hand is a lock for Saito, but he doesn't know it for sure.
6 bet.
Once
1
Yuki
time.
bets here, he might want to call and just slow it down a bit. Yuki betting out his top pair 1500.
Check.
Easy call for Saito, checking to call this river for sure.
Josie.
Putting chips in.
Wow.
Wait, what just happened there? Yuki's checked, and it was actually showdown. Wow, Saito having quite a run. Quads paid, set paid, everything holding up.
リバー打ったら怒ってま
Now
した
you're watching Masters
リバー打ったら
Poker
怒ってました
Live 2550 Hold'em action. It's a normal 2550 no limit Hold'em game for Masters Poker. The only thing not normal is a little rule. It's a rule where you're locked in till midnight. Game starts at 8 p.m. Open to anybody. First come, first serve though. So come in early or call that number and tell them you want a seat. But you still got to be there to claim the seat because they are going to start with or without you. Any player can get on this table. First come, first serve on Thursdays.
Oh.
So if you want to fly in from Canada just to be on this table,
Thank
Oh,
Nobody's gonna
You
say
forgot
no,
to bet.
except maybe the wife.
Too much trapping.
Too much check.
And then you get on the table,
Too
no
much
cash out
trapping.
till midnight. So you are locked in for 4 hours.
Check, 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 check.
Only way to
sure
leave
though?
before midnight is to bust
Sure
out,
though?
Yes,
which is
correct.
what Fish King has accomplished right now.
100.あ、そうか。
Someone leaves, anyone else can take the
Six
seat
fold. Six for the
unless
call.
they lock it up for a rebuy.
What?
Sit 9 raise 2.
So,
7. Raise to 7.
Bunch of calls. It has been straddled. Brian can set mine cheaply. Bob Kim says, no, let me squeeze and try to take all of this. Let's see who I can narrow the field down to. Taku is not going anywhere and has 3 bet to 2,300.
Sit 3 fold.
I see your squeeze and I raise it
Sit 4 fold.
can I
with a
count it?
basket of lemons.
Can I count it?
Hindi pwede.
Brian cannot set mine with 2 sevens.
Can I cancel?
And he is facing a raise in his 3 bet. This should be the end of the hand unless Bob Kim
Can I
is
cancel?
in the mood for another adventure.
Refund.
The trader from Korea. He is trading equity
But
for
cancel
luck
fee 700.
if he decides to play this hand.
Yeah. Too much na.
Sit 8 fold.
Shout out to James. Where are you watching from?
Chotto.
And I believe a walk-in can get in if a seat is open.
Very bad.
I would have called for sure if I knew you were folding.
I have 7.
And the only reason I would imagine they would not let a walk-in to an open seat if it's kind of like the situation right now, 30 minutes before the midnight cutoff.
If you have my card,
If that walk-in could
let's check.
pretty much hit a big hand, 30 minutes to go and then leave,
How much did you put in?
which would seem unfair to the players who had to sit there for 4 hours.
Around 2,300.
But we have
Here is
seen
23.
replacement players come in
So you
early
go, I
enough.
check.
Early in the stream, within the first 10 minutes, we lost a player and Saito took the seat.
So do I have to call?
And then in about an
Depends.
hour, we lost a player in seat 4 and Fish Fillet took the seat.
Strong bet.
Taku, next time.
Next time.
Orange.
Sit 4 call.
You should orange.
Sit 6 call.
Saito begins the cascade of limpers that is sure to come after he calls 50 from under the gun with 9-8 off.
Sit 1 fold.
Yuki's got a great hand to come in cheap with, but Daisuke raised the price of the flop. Fish Fillet will come along and Yuki should be in for the ride.
No.
Trying to set mine, meanwhile Fish Fillet
only
is
on the
dominated.
Premium
No.
hand.
Daisuke has the best hand
Bye-bye.
as of right now.
Bye.
Check
2, 9, 6, 2 hearts. Daisuke still ahead with king high. Can he bet into 2 players?
Only 300.
It's going
Bye-bye.
check, check, and there is the continuation.
Jim, you win.
Oh, you
300 into 1325. Fish Fillet thought he was going to get creative. He did prep a red chip there, which would have been 1,000 at least. But no, it's just a call, and now he has turned a heart draw.
Hard. You win.
Goes check, check. Fish Fillet can take this away if he senses the weakness of that turn check and can represent the heart draw, but he does not. He checks, so this is up to Daisuke. Not really feeling good to check back king high. Doesn't always win, so betting is superior here. And that is what Yuki does.
Only you win.
Good decision.
Only you win.
Can always try to take a showdown with king high. So, well played by Daisuke.
Like this, right? Multiply.
4 players from Japan, 2 players -1. We lost 1
Only
from
you
Korea,
win.
1 from the Philippines, and the gentleman in seat 8, a
No hat.
retired army,
Ako scary. And then ako only 2
retired from
over.
the army, says he is from Italy,
On a
so
pair.
flew quite a bit to get to this table. Masters Poker has more cash games in the floors below this one, below this room we're seeing. And yes, they do have promotions, a bad beat jackpot.
No player?
1 hour.
Wala player.
12 finish.
We get ourselves a new deal. It's been really quiet since we lost the fish game.
Can I?
And when you're at a table like this, you gotta look around and say, well, who's next? Who is next to spew?
6, 7, 4.
It's not gonna be J Meister, that's for sure. I am calling this game from the tropical island of Cagbalite, off the coast of Mauban, Quezon province, and you will hear in the background the soft sound of midnight rainfall. Not so soft. It's gonna be quite loud.
Check. Put 1 check. Very good. Check, okay. Put 1 there. 800. Put 8 for double, right?
Jake. Oh.
Okay. Very good, huh?
Everyone
No
count.
problem.
Everyone count.
There
Watch.
we have like shadow.
Omedetou.
Thank you.
It's 7 fold. Sit 8 fold.
Raining chips on the table
Sit 9 fold.
and raining for real over here where I am.
Sit 2 fold.
Had to reconfigure a bit, but we are back in the action. We see a lot of pocket fours tonight.
6. 5 years old.
Yeah, I have medicine.
And another multi-way flop, 5-way, still no set for the fours, 10, 5, 10.
Okay, I give you a medicine.
I mean, nothing for anybody here. 2 hearts, nobody has hearts.
Wala medicine.
And a
only
9
bayad.
peels off. That's going to give Brian a hit. A pretty good hit. He's beating anything without a 10. Decides to check it, try to get the showdown. King peels off on the river. 9 is still looking good. Wait a minute. That's a backdoor flush for Saito. Everything going his way tonight.
I forget to make my. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
nine fold. Sit one raise to 200. Sit two fold. Sit three fold. Sit four fold. Sit six fold. The rest up. Sit one check. Sit three bet mark. So Holland.
About 50 minutes to the cutoff, to the midnight cutoff, where players are allowed to cash out or keep playing.
Raise.
Checking my audio monitor. Looks
Let's
like
see
the
my
sound
first
of rainfall over here is being completely drowned out by the sound of the tips at the table, which is good. We get to keep the indoor vibe.
Sit nine raise to 300. Sit one
Bob
fold.
Kim with a suited
Oh my god.
three gapper.
Four fold.
150.
Fish fillet folds 7 deuce. And Yuki's got queens.
150.
150. Sit seven fold.
3 bet to 1150. Bob Kim started the evening on fire. Hitting hands, making plays.
Sit one fold. The rest up.
Guess that takes a toll. He has slowed down quite a bit. Yuki with the queens gets a caller for his 3 bet. 7-4-3. Should be a small continuation bet. Sure to get called. Why not go for it? Why check? Maybe because he thinks Bob Kim cannot resist the check and would have bet. Well,
1,400.
there was a check raise coming. It whiffed. So now Yuki bets on this pretty innocent turn. Pretty harmless. And Bob Kim, if he's going to try to blow Yuki out of an ace-high hand, it's got to be for a raise. Instead, he's just calling. Bang! He is now going to value call himself as he hits that 8 on the river. Yuki, ooh, just checking, missing value there. Unless Bob Kim value owns himself by making this bet. It's gotta be worth a check raise at least. I mean, what's he losing to at this point? Flat call of a 3 bet. No info on the flop. Got called on the turn.
He raised two.
You're only afraid of kings. 5-6. Okay, so he did raise it a little bit, clicked it back, and Bob Kim had to call with the top pair, losing to the overpair.
Small big blind, please.
Classic Hold'em script.
これあと45分。長いよね。
Here we have like zero.
I hate how you can pair an 8, but the board's so low, in your mind, you're saying, well, I do have top pair.
なんて12時間
Top pair makes it sound like you have, you know, a pair of kings or a pair of aces. But it could be just a pair of 8s, like in that case.
Shake hand.
Sit one fold. Sit two fold. Sit three raise to 300. Sit four fold. Sit three. 6, 7, we raise 1, 1.
Three bet with ace king for Daisuke. Brian facing 3 bets cold decides to shove all in for his last 4,000. Probably the best way you can play the jacks. You could get lost post flop. The stack is short. Just gonna try to go for it. And it's small enough that Daisuke might want to flip with him. He is gonna flip. Ace king against 2 jacks, all in pre-flop.
Not twice. No, not twice. Only one time.
Brian escaped with a win earlier when his jacks were outflopped, but he turned the jack for a set.
これに今入ってた
Can the jacks
今4点
dodge
にしようと思ってた
these
Very
overcards?
fast call. All in, I think I'm pretty.
Yeah, I
I'm
decided. Yeah.
I'm losing.
Brian started the game with 10K,
I don't like this hand.
slowly bled down. I don't,
7,500.
Jacks.
No.
yeah, I don't think he's all in for 4,000.
Your favorite?
Definitely has more
Yeah,
than
my
that.
favorite hand always wins. No good. Yeah. Point click.
勝負だよ
If I have to lose, I
So
could go
the cash count on the graphics
No.
home. No. I win.
are off. We're gonna go by visual, and we can clearly see that Brian has Daisuke
Won
covered,
jacks last time. I think it's
as he has a ton of red chips behind him.
Just kidding.
Ace 7-5
Answer.
will the turn or the river be an escape route. Hey, I didn't see it. No, it's not. Not this time. So Brian's gonna double up Daisuke. And no, Brian is not felted.
3,000.
Red chips are 1,000 each. The black chips are 100 each. I see Brian had 3 stacks of those. And about 10 red chips, so fairly Brian is still up in this game. Speaking of up, look at Saito's stack. Well, that answers your question. New player.
15,000.
Let me check the time. Local time is 11:47. If we account for the 30-minute stream delay, this player came in at 11:17, 43 minutes to the cutoff, and yes, they do let the player take the empty seat. So that answers an earlier question from our viewer.
Now I'm angry.
654. 664.
Walk-ins do get the empty seat.
7 raised to 200.
What's that?
Wanna go again?
Jacks again?
I call.
Brian's got 6s, phasing a limper and a razor. Small one this time.
644.
An optical, Bob Kim, along for the ride. Suited one gapper. Fish fillet with I don't know what. Yeah, it's a suited queen. Out comes the queen.
Bet 1,000.
Fish fillet is ahead. Daisuke's got a piece of this.
644.
Open ender for Bob Kim. Only Brian can get out at this point.
674.
Wait, what?
684.
Fish fillet folded the queen.
Only 9-4.
What? So either the RFID misread his hand, or he misread his hand, or he doesn't like top pair. Not for one bet. Nice play by Bob Kim. Taking that with nothing. Nothing but potential. Forgive the change in audio quality. I have relocated to a rain-free zone.
664.
Hope the weather is pleasant wherever you may be. A nice cool morning in Canada,
614.
or I would say a cool afternoon in Italy. You guys GMT?
Next is 9. 6 1 check. 6 2 check.
Or GMT plus 2 maybe? I'm just guessing.
6 6 bet 350. 6 9 raised to 1,200. 6 1 4. 6 2 4.
Yes, James the new player, by the way. I have not gotten any update on who the new guy is.
Aye.
That was
Quick.
quite a trip from Italy. Really quick one.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Flash draw.
Dude practically teleported to the open seat.
One. Yuki-san.
Kedua.
Very tight. I fold. I thought you had top pair. Top pair good.
You? Okay.
We are winding it down.
Bottom hit back the first door.
40 minutes to the cutoff of this
Good.
midnight,
2 over, girl.
what did I say, midnight deadline, midnight cash out
But I will triple back.
live stream.
I know that.
You know that?
I can't stand that.
Players
I will
can
triple
always opt to stay in the game, of course.
6-3 raise to 200. 6-4 fold.
J Meister
6-6 fold.
raises it to 200. This is not a straddled pot,
6 raise to 1,000. 6-9 fold.
so it's a 4x raise.
One there.
Brian's gonna 3-bet with Jack
Are you
deuce.
okay, right?
Yeah.
Nice little squeeze here. Gonna try to make a chip sandwich. If he gets J Meister to fold, the others might fold right behind him. We see the new player is challenge me with a pronunciation, Kohei, until I am corrected. Or I can just say the player in seat 5.
6-4 fold.
Or I call him Y3. Chip
Wow.
sandwich success for Brian
Serve this.
as he takes down an uncontested pot
2-3.
with Squadouche.
That's free money out there. One calling 200.
Side out checking the time like, when can I cash out? The answer, sir, in about 38 minutes. Kohei has that much time to catch a hand and try to extract chips from Saito. Yuki, meanwhile, has raced to 300 with a couple of tens. Hoping to get at least one caller.
Nixon.
No callers. Somebody needs to bring alcohol back into this equation. Or give up his seat for the fish game. The gentlemen in seats 1, 2, 3. The more conservative players at the table and are doing quite well. Brian in seat 8, also a winner in this session. Kohei, the latest player to arrive. Maybe just his third hand, and he immediately faces a 3-bet from Brian. Welcome to the table, Kohei. And welcome to the muck for his hand. Another squeeze and a success for Brian. Rinse and repeat. Nice bit of change gears for Brian. Sensing that the enthusiasm to speculate has kind of left the building. And he's taking advantage with these squeezes. Heads up, Yuki versus J Meister, 2-10 deuce. pot will go to the bolder player. And that is J Meister.
New player.
Question in the chat is food and alcohol free?
New player.
Let's talk about potatoes.
Maybe.
Already
Answer's
left
no.
Potatoes. All those sweet potatoes.
6 hands
I don't
already.
know.
Unless you bring your own alcohol. I don't know.
now? Like, are you awake now?
I just look the people around here.
Sneak it in.
So the people around here.
Get like one of those.
No, like. Why people
Not a
are
flask.
so quiet? So I just look.
Those little
around
sports
here, and
water
then I
bottles.
End
Stick
up
your
that I
alcohol
look
in
around
there.
Him, and then I saw
New
this
face.
is fine. Yeah, new face. I don't know.
And then put some fried chicken in your pocket.
Fighting. Before, no look.
Ganbate Otosan.
We're a new player. So quiet. So that's why. Why?
Good food at Masters, though, I gotta say.
Sweet
No,
potato.
look. You,
Six
Potato. Isang oras yata dito sa...
3 ways into this
Oh.
flop. Single race by Bob King. 2 colors, 10 jack 3.
ako ngayon na
2
parang-
hearts on the board. Yuki's got a gut shot. Bob Kim has a 10 with a junior kicker.
I'm not speaking, but I became
Still
tired
checked
of the
round.
sweet potato
Bob
thing.
gonna try to ride this 10 to the bitter end and hope to get the showdown for free. It's gonna happen.
Pipe.
Unless Yuki wants to bet the busted
I like to
draw.
connect them
He
both.
does. Nice little bet of 500. Is it gonna do the job?
Call.
What do you got for Pluton? What kind of Pluton you got?
Motete.
Yeah, what do you
Bob's a hero.
I bluff.
Yuki should have been betting that turn.
Yeah.
2 barrels is harder to
Iced
call
coffee and
than 1.
fork. Iced coffee and then 1 fork. Yeah, so
I can imagine a lot of places you can bring a live chicken and gamble with it.
Ikaw.
Drunk.
Don't know if that's allowed in
Correct.
Masters.
I'm drunk.
That would be interesting.
Ano na
If your chicken will hold still, you can always say it's a card
Double
protector.
double straddle your drink.
You want it?
As a rule, though, you can't have a card protector that's larger than the
Easy to
cards.
talk to,
So
right?
bring a chick.
How to
I mean a
call it
baby
so
chicken,
thin.
not a chick.
Alala. Drunk.
Lasing.
Lasing.
Sing na.
Yeah, lasing.
Lasing. Lasing. Ano ni? Wow, lasing.
Back to the action, 9 deuce like a boss into the muck.
Everybody's so quiet.
Side of
One
folds,
shot.
Jay Meister not
They want
far
a one
behind.
shot.
Toxic
One
waste
shot.
cleaned up on the table. Scratch
Double
paper,
leg.
table
Double leg.
napkins,
One shot. You. Taku one shot.
and Yuki
Okay, one
calls
shot.
a double straddle.
Okay.
Jack 10 off.
I'm so quiet now.
Brian calls. Bob Kim is the double
Hold on,
straddler,
Paul.
has a decent hand. That's the customary.
Yeah, okay, let's go.
How many chips in the
One
pot?
shot. One shot. One
And
shot. Do you want
squeezes it.
Brother?
It's
Oh,
1,200 to go.
Yeah, you can. One shot. Yuki, one shot.
One shot. Okay.
One shot. Okay, one shot. Or one.
Oh, you knew that was gonna happen when a player double
All
straddles.
the glass from that. Gathering the glass.
That's why they do it. So both players are wise to it. Calls. Brian with a suited connector. Yuki not suited. Ace 5 deuce. Couple of hearts. If Bob doesn't continue, this spot is up for grabs. Bob continues 1,100,
Show the bluff. Show the bluff.
and they cannot hold on.
That's better than mine.
It's good. Six, guys, guys.
Build it
Guys, guys.
and
Yeah,
take
it's
it.
good.
Enough.
Enough?
Enough.
You are
Jack
enough?
high. Jack high.
Nice
Enough?
play for Bob Kim.
I don't know.
Okay, 2 shots.
So we drink 2 shots.
No,
Okay,
not
for
Not
you,
sure what
2 shots.
Kohei came in for.
We drink. Why
But
so
it
quiet?
looks like-
Yeah, it's right.
Strato.
What's so quiet?
5K?
I'm just like, I want to like,
I believe
What-
the
what's
minimum at the
everybody's
table is
eyes?
2,000
because
and
they're so
10,000
quiet.
is the max.
I match my eyes on you guys. And then
Not sure if they have the,
new
you know,
player.
the more than max buy-in rule. Sometimes if a player is felted and he's playing something like 20, you gotta let him come in for 20.
Next time.
Strato 30.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know, gathering the glass, they all have, you don't have glass?
Saito open limps the straddle pot. Jay Meister gonna try to set mine.
Okay.
Fish fillet
7 fold.
coming along. Kohei, no hand. Yuki, no hand but has balls.
It's okay. It's okay. One shot.
Even Brian's in this with 4 deuce off. And Bob Kim checks the straddle option. 6 players enter the flop. 8 high it is with 2 spades.
Next time I call that.
I'm check.
Can I check?
Wait, are the 5s ahead? Looks like it. You wouldn't know it from looking, but on a texture like this, yeah, the 5s are ahead enough times that you should bet on it. And J Meister does. Fish fillets calling. I don't know what.
Have to
2
give
overs.
the shot to everybody.
Running spades.
I'm so happy.
Brian's got the little piece of it with a 4, and Saito
okay?
calling with 2 overs. What's going on here? Brian gets a second pair to go with his 4, smoothly checking it. I hope he's checking to raise. There's too many players in this pot. J Meister would want to get the showdown. He's picked up an open-ender to go with what he can't believe is the best pair at this point anyway.
Yeah.
And that should be it for the guys holding the 2 overcards, but Brian ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
He's gone up. Just flat it. Just flat calling with the pretty much essentially the bottom 2 pair. And no straight for J Meister. Brian. Here he goes, check, check. And Brian takes us down.
One more. One more. One more. Saku-san. One more.
Nice float.
Ay,
Nice
what's this?
turn.
Yeah. What's that?
Small hand.
Finish it.
Medium pawn.
Oh, finish it. Blind, please. Oh, one more.
Still watching Masters Poker live
Just like
from the Masters Poker Room.
we're not
Where
coming
skill
here
beats
for,
luck.
like,
Located in Malate, Manila, where you never know what's under the dress.
pressure. No, right?
Thank you.
Right?
It's a 25-50 no-limit hold'em game. Full table. Full ring with 9 players.
Friend, what's your name? Friend, what's your name? White three?
Cashing out, not allowed
What's your
till
name, brother?
midnight. And as we are on 30-minute delay, that is 28 minutes from now.
Huh? Japanese? Go ahead.
The players who are up
Okay.
are just gonna have to keep playing.
I'm back. 유키상 맨데토리. 유키상 맨데토리.
Thank you.
다이스케상 나 드링크.
Yeah, sorry. Maybe I
One, only one. It's okay. Thank you. 유키상 맨데토리. 유키상 crashing the table.
Fish fillet has kings. Last time he raised it, he won a whopping 75 bucks.
까비까지.
Raised again this time, hoping to get a caller and hoping the kings will hold. Yuki's gonna oblige. Free betting man. 1350.
Okay.
Fish fillet is doing cartwheels in his head,
Easy.
doing his best not to jump for joy out of his seat, because that's what you want to see when you have ace or kings.
Yeah. Thank you.
You want to get 3-bet, and if you're stacked short enough, you want to ship it.
Because your friend already
So
told
will he
me,
ship?
hey,
1,300.
And why
maybe
flap
I'm very tired.
and leave money on the table? Okay, he's just what? Tried to click it back.
Hey, come here.
Yeah, they bind him for the min raise.
There you go. Don't hide.
No, he did double it. A little bit more than the min raise.
Hey!
He's all in anyway.
Come on.
So Fish fillet gets there.
4,000.
Where you go?
1,000.
Where you go? Run away?
Against the
Last day of duty, then drunk.
player in seat 6. Let's run this board. I call them ace magnets. Am I wrong?
With the boat.
Oh,
You like?
my God, man.
With the boat.
Oh, there's a board. Show me they are ace magnets.
Right, come
after
on.
all.
I win!
Not
Right,
wrong
come
about
on.
that.
straight.
Yuki
Right?
takes
Am I
this
right?
away. Fish fillet. It's been a long roller coaster ride, but he ends up
Yuki,
in the
Thank
dirt.
you.
See, you have to drink.
Thanks, we learned it there.
Oh, you are king.
Wow.
頑張ってお父さん。
こう
He can sue the theme park
お父さん。
昨日頑張れお父さん。
because he was up and he was down and now he's out.
なんでば。
そんなお酒そんな
Out like Clay Thompson from
言ってる
California.
彼が
いや、どんな。
Every 7-Eleven 메론 頑張れお父さん。
In Japan?
うん。
talaga?
うん。
しんちゃん
와, 야,
감사합니다.
Japanese. Where are you from?
あ、どこ出身ですかって。日本のどこですか。名古屋。愛知。
私名古屋
아, 나고야구나. 와, 또.
名古屋のどこ
나고야, 오사카. 와, what the
小
fuck?
牧
Okay, is Kohi from Japan because they're
Not
speaking.
famous.
Okay.
Sounds
okay,
like
sorry.
they're speaking
Korea
Japanese.
is like #1 sake. in-
And it's not about potatoes.
It's like $30.
30ドルもする
Oh
の
yeah, $30.
安いな。
Like like this, like $7.50,
OK
$30. It's not so cheap, but it's good. It's okay. Like we are used to drink when we go to Japanese restaurant, so that's why. Because every Korean
I can't believe it
Japanese restaurant
I can't
have
believe it
간바르 도상 everywhere.
どこのレストラン行っても頑張れお父さんがあるっていう。
やっぱりそこなの
乾杯乾杯乾杯
回し物だな多分
乾杯 is okay.
Yep, we're gonna talk about alcohol again. And cheers for that.
乾杯乾杯 first okay.
Everybody take a shot.
あの
Even Jay Meister is gonna take a shot.
What's that?
And the action resumes. Folded so far to Yuki with AC Doocy suited. Gotta take a heat check after
1,200
shutting Kings down like that.
Table is tough.
Race 300, Ryan 3-bets. Love this 3-bet mode. Puts a lot of pressure. Takes a lot of dead
I
money.
choose this.
And a decent hand to do it with.
Okay.
Open one, he
I choose
says.
this
gonna
one.
sit there. Whichever one they open,
Greedy.
it's gonna look like a
same
pair.
same same.
Yeah. Only one. Yeah.
Brian's doing a really good job.
Oh.
Quietly nickel and diming. Chipping up
야구자.
dead money. No showdowns, just the way I like it. That's ninjutsu at a Hilton game.
Yeah.
You can chip up all night without a showdown.
와, 진짜 quiet.
It increases your chance of getting it.
quiet네.
すぐアウトするよ
Yeah.
People remember showdowns.
Please.
Sit 3, fold. Sit 5, raise 200. Sit 6,
お
fold.
ヤクザレース。
7, fold.
Well, we got seat open.
Call.
If you're anywhere near the Masters Poker Room in Malate, Manila,
Sit 2, fold. Heads up.
Maybe later.
that could be your seat.
Ah, yeah. Okay, it's okay. Every time it's okay.
How was it?
Kohi finally sees a flop,
You been
and he
Malaysia,
gets a
right?
piece of it.
How was it?
Already 11 days.
King, Brian's got nothing.
Jakarta.
Jakarta and then
That's
Bukash.
400.
Sekarang.
He's gonna have to bet more than once.
Yeah,
Let's see, he's got two barrels in that shotgun.
1 hour or 2 hours.
Ooh, another ace.
I know.
Repping the ace, you're gonna keep betting. Brian checks,
Only Bali.
which means Kohi can call
jackpot.
any bet, especially now that the
Jackpot.
third ace is shown.
ジャックポット
Jackpot!
It's gotta be a complete shutdown now for Brian. He cannot win the spot even with a bet. Kohi's gonna lead out, and Brian gets to keep his image intact by mucking for deuce.
女の子安いですか女の子安かったですか
めちゃくちゃ安いですよ。
なんか3000円みたいに聞いたんですけど
So he finally wins the pot.
Everybody is okay now. Okay.
やばっ
Didn't actually take him long. He's only been here a few hands.
Everybody is so quiet.
あいやそういうのは
Not
別
good
に
for-
なんかその16歳とかは嫌です
I'm not invited to masters, but
こっち
just I
もあ
want
ること
to.
はある
こっちはもう僕がいくらでも紹介しますよはい僕 AV でも紹介できるです
Oh, AV
配信型
Every is an sexy actor.
AV actor.
It's a cacophony of table chatter in multiple languages.
victory brick.
Sit 5. Fold.
Adult video.
Adult video.
Three.
Yeah, you
Actor.
shut down and introduce.
マラテの方で
Sit
す。
7. Fold.
どこでもいいです。僕マジで紹介できる。
All right, I'm just gonna call the action.
9. Fold. Sit 1. Fold. Sit 2. Fold.
As it has been raised by Yuki with a suited wheel draw. Ace 4 of hearts. J-Master has kings this time. The ace magnets
Smoking.
against Yuki again. Nonetheless, it's a 3-bet and Yuki flats.
Heads up.
Let's see how the kings fare this time.
Ace queen.
No heart to block.
No good.
Sit up.
Only 1 heart on the board. Kings looking good.
Point.
Can Yuki continue
Ice point.
to
15
call
bet 1,307.
with running flush outs?
1,
A
1.
running wheel as well. Is the bet small enough? Yuki thinks so, and now the pot's bloated to 5,000.
Turn.
Down.
The
Good.
turn will determine if Yuki can continue. He can no longer continue. It's neither a heart, not a 3, not a 5, not a 4, not an ace. It's none of the cards he wants. And J Meister gonna take this down with a 1,000 chip bet. I mean, he should. Wow, what is Yuki up to?
River.
Calling with a 3-outer.
2, 3. Bet
And now he might
1,000.
call if you think his ace is chopping against ace king. Max value for J Meister if he gets a call here. Yuki gonna get creative, gonna represent that 10.
5,000.
Looks like it's a raise. So that's the plan. And he did play it like a 10. Call flop, call turn, race river.
Cool.
It looks like a 10.
Sure.
Oni-san. Let's drink. Let's drink.
Wow.
Let's drink.
I'm really liking this. He made up his mind he was gonna play it like a 10.
4時間続けてやるの初めて。
This could actually work. This could be the move of the night. Oh, J Meister cannot find the fold button. And good for him as he makes his hero call. Nice try.
Because you take a shot.
I took a shot, so. Yeah, sure, good to brag. It's a good call.
Sorry, Yuki.
Yeah.
But drink is drink.
Good call.
Poker is poker. Where's your shot? Ah, you don't have. Give me. More. More, okay? It's okay? Okay, I give
So
you
I can
more.
call the bluff.
Wow.
More.
Bob is going to do anything to try to get
More.
J Meister to drink.
More. Okay, thank you.
Gotta blend in.
Let's go.
You're going to take
Thank you,
their
sir.
chips.
No, I'm not sir. Yeah. Thank you.
Telling you. He was sticking out for not being part of the chatter, so now Bob Kim has said enough is enough.
One more.
Swarm,
You're taking our chips.
It's
At
warm
least have a
later.
drink
Oh,
with us.
brother.
Yeah.
There's that. First off.
消えたな。Okay, もうありよね。シュートにそこ
Sarap.
もう
300.
Sit 7. The raise 300. Sit 8. Fold.
There's a very good article online about how to be a ninja at the poker table.
Fold. Sit to fold.
Written by yours truly.
sorry,
And in it,
Toilet.
I basically say,
Fold.
you gotta blend in.
Third call.
Call. Sit
Third
fold.
call.
4 players.
Third call. Okay.
You're not there to make friends, but at least act like it.
this shot is good, you know.
Here we go, 4 ways to the flop. We got ace queen in the lead and much farther into the lead now. Top 2 pair
Bet 500.
for Daisuke.
Fold.
Nobody else has much of anything to call with.
5 fold.
So this may, yeah, it is the end of the hand.
Oh, Yuki-san tilt.
チェルト。
Tilt.
Flopped it too hard. Nobody else had a piece of it.
Nice.
And
It's okay.
It's green.
Oh, only full house draw.
Only crowd draw now.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Very good, na?
1290s.
Oh, two. One set.
oh, and don't wear a hat that says money. the poker table.
15 minutes finish.
Oh, really?
We're
You
ahead
want
with
to
the
finish
sports team on it.
You want to finish?
You know,
Do you want to finish?
start a conversation.
I thinking I want to eat dinner.
You not eat? Let's go. 구름하네? Close.
Action resumes
Open.
as
Let's
we
go.
close in on the cash out cutoff.
Maybe
It means no cashing out until that time, which is in 15 minutes. So you see the Saito,
I buy
quite content with his winnings, is also quite content with his sitting out. Perhaps these final 15 minutes.
I win. I buy.
See, the C2 has been
I
vacated.
win.
yeah, me also win.
You also win.
Meanwhile, 4 players still
You
interested
buy. Whose money? Your money. You are already.
getting into it. Here
somebody
to the
is
flop
gonna
we go.
be-
Somehow Koi's in here with 7-3, spikes a 7. Brian has the better 7, but Taku has top pair.
Check round. First up.
Wow, checked all the way around, so J Meister got a little piece for himself with the 10.
The 375.
Brian's gonna see where he's at with the 7. No real draws for him, just the 7.
Hiding over there.
Taku has tried to keep the pot small, hiding his top pair. I like the raise here. Even if he gets called so many times, he will get the showdown when the river goes check, check. J Meister on the button. Just hit the 10, but the flop was checked. Now this action happens. Gotta start wondering what's going on. And that the 10 cannot be good. He is on top of his game. Snapping off a bluff earlier and now easily folding. Brian is out. Taku will show the jack.
Who wins?
I hope he shows the 5 though. I don't know exactly what he showed.
Time to drink.
First
맞아. Bro. Bottoms up.
Still trying to get J Meister to drink.
Yeah, I have. I give you.
Thank you.
Bob Kim sitting on what looks like at least 10,000 in those 5 stacks. Maybe another 10,000 odd
Sit 9. Fold.
in red
Sit 1,
chips.
fold. Sit 2, fold. Sit 3, fold. Sit 5, fold.
僕も妻がフィリ
Sit
ピン人
6,
なん
call.
です。はい。日本はね、
Sit
土
7,
地と
raise
か
to 400.
フィリピンは
Sit
外
8,
国
call.
人は買えないんですよ。
Sit 6, call. 3 players.
要はフィリピンの土地はフィリピン人しか買えないんですよ。そうじゃないともう外国に取られちゃうじゃないですか。だからこちらで商売しようと思うと、まあとりあえ
Sit
ず
7, check.
Yuki checks the gutter ball.
Sit 8, check. Check round.
やば
Ace
い。
King High checks. Brian with his own gutter ball.
日本はまあ土地が高いんでまだあれですけど、まあでも
Brian needs a 7. Yuki needs a 9.
東京も結構そうじゃないですか。
Suki needs a jack.
株とか高いのみんなもう外国の外資だからね、今株が高いのはね。
Nobody wants to draw.
でも日本はまだ大丈夫。うん、そうです。日本でね、
Thank you.
ビリヤード場やってて、
10 minutes.
名古屋で、そこのまあマネージャーというか支配人。
Why you happy?
I'm always happy.
Oh yeah.
You know,
He also happy.
you know my name.
Huh?
Do you know my name?
農業、こっちのダバオの農
I
役
don't
の仕事
You don't know
は、
my name, right?
お
代とか、
My
You
name.
know my name?
Oh,大好き.
Ah
お願いしてやって
okay.
もらってるだから安心。
My name is Smile.
My
Smile.
smile? Talaga?
That's why I'm smiling. Always.
Okay.
First up.
Let's go.
Okay.
Sit 9,
Blind,
raise to
back.
150.
Smile.
1,
I
call
cannot
150.
remember ano name.
Call.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sit 3,
so you
call.
can remember now, right?
Sit
Smile.
5,
Okay,
fold.
smile na.
Sit 6, call.
Okay, call.
Sit 7, call. Sit 8, call.
Just a call.
6-way action
Okay, I
potentially
want the
here.
diamond.
No, I don't need it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Small raise by
Diamond
Bob
to death, that's
Kim.
good.
Everybody comes along.
First up.
これだよもう
3, 6, 9. 2 hearts on the board, which interests Saito, who's back at the table.
Sit 9, that's 100.
Bit of a hit for Brian. Taku has a pair, but it's lower than everything on the board. Feels like it's worth a call. Definitely Saito's calling with a flush draw. J Meister with God knows what. Ace high, no pair, no real draw, just blocking the runner hearts. Brian calls with second pair, and Bob Kim was the better with absolutely nothing. Until now, on the turn, Bob Kim with what we sometimes refer to as a predictive bet, when you bet with nothing and then hit the turn. And normally you should bet again.
Oh, very fast score.
Ooh, but it's a heart. My bad. So Bob Kim is going to go into check call mode, as he's not sure about that part. You can be sure of is that Saito has shown the goods every single time. So if he's betting, just make sure you can beat 2 pair or better. On a flushing board and Saito's betting, easy fold. Even with a set.
Shut again.
Well, J Meister hung on there to try to complete that runner hard draw. Didn't happen. Saito takes down another pot. Yeah, Bob Kim. Still trying to make J Meister drink. They should try to make Saito drink. He's probably the biggest winner at this table.
I call. Yeah, I call.
At least 25K as I'm looking at his stack. Graphics says over 26.
I call.
Thank you.
8-5. What was it?
8-5 of hearts.
Okay. 8-5.
8-5.
Okay.
There's Shadow. Good one.
He's new face, right? He's new face in Mountain.
Yeah, I think so.
You saw him before? You don't know him, right?
Sit 5, call. Sit 6, raise to 500. Sit 7, fold. Sit 8, fold. Sit 9, fold. Sit 1, fold.
Quite a collection of different cards here. Coordinated for Kohei. Connecting. Saito and Yuki playing for the suitedness. But it cannot continue after Yuki's race. Kohei, you limped it. Can you call it? Calls 400 more to see a flop. Is it gonna be worth it? Ace 9 4 all clubs. Good bluffing texture. Most players don't bet on a monotone. Just to balance out when they have it and when they don't. Yuki bets into this one. Kohei cannot continue. Another pot for Yuki.
Yeah, first time Philippines.
Yeah. You first time Philippines? Okay, I speak Japanese. I speak Japanese. Wait. I have translated. It's okay. 何歳ですか? 27. 27. No. I understand. 27. I know the like letters like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 27. Okay.
高くなっちゃったらさ、企業ってやっぱり買っていかなきゃいけないんで、安いとこって流れ的にそういうもんですよ。で、あんまり分からない人は高くなったとこを買うんですよ。安全だと思って。でもそれはあんまり良くないですね。
どんどん発展しようと思ったら、そうだな。
安いとこはそれ以上しないんですよ。高いとこは落ちる可能性があるけど。
23?
Sit 5. all in.
すごい人いますからね。
1975 total.
あいや。
あいや
Ace king versus ace queen. Stack is too short to get away from it now.
あいや。
あ
Yuki's gonna call dominated. Of course he calls the queen. This is poker. And a king on the turn. Justice
That's justice.
for Cody,
Justice.
That's justice.
who had to sweat that flop just to win on the turn anyway.
27
Nice double up. Did come in for 5,000. He's back up to about 4,200.
27 23
70.
Huh?
70.
You're younger than Taku, right?
Yeah.
So 23
No.
younger or 24 4
なんか28
48 what
28
48
28
48 48
18な
48
Another hand.
48
No 41
I call out maybe last few hands.
ルックおじさんく
Be warned, the stream could end abruptly when they reach the midnight hour.
난 괜찮아.
아 야
Call 300. Sit 9 fold. Sit 1 fold.
41
야야야
83
83 41
Stack, call
So
300.
1983
Players on the pot.
1984
1983
3
Yeah.
okay not 73
you know
Sit 5 10.
아, 오니상 와? 난사이ですか?
私
yes.
私
yes, yes.
Sit 7.
62.
Bet
Ooh.
450.
62.
Older
1962.
than my father. Older than my father.
Wala king
Six to step.
Maybe they should just play it or hand 100.
Okay.
Nice round number to end it in.
Only S high
As I said, the stream might end in 3 minutes.
Are you okay?
So I will say my thank yous now. And my goodbyes in advance.
Open.
And my see you soon.
わかんない。
1, 2.
If you're ever in Manila on a Thursday, sign up. Anybody can get on this table. First come, first serve. Game starts at 8 p.m.
Is 1 2
Yeah, it's the same game I usually.
Option to end at midnight. I say option because you can keep playing.
1 2 1 2
Sit 5 fold. Sit 6 raise 300.
아,
Sit 7
tilt?
fold.
So some players certain to cash out a win.
9 fold.
Brian, Saito, maybe Yuki raises 300 kings. Jay Meister
Before I came up here, I played one hand down there.
might venture to call.
3 call.
88,000.
He had kings earlier.
As soon as I played that
And
hand,
Yuki tried to bluff him out.
I was like, sorry.
Now we're gonna see a flop.
行ってみたいわ。
Top pair, and Jay Meister is in trouble.
Bet 50.
Once again, donking into this. And if you've been paying attention,
6. Raise 5.
you always know
에고
this is a bet that is trying to find out where it's at.
에고
So you can always raise this bet.
기나요?
If you raise big enough, you can get it to fold.
Okay, I speak
Now a
Japanese.
jack on the
No
turn.
problem.
Jay
I will
Meister checks.
speak.
Yuki's
Wait.
gotta know he's ahead. And even if you have nothing,
旅行ですか?
you can bet this turn.
旅行ですか
1,500 should be the end of the hand. Player of Jay Meister's caliber. But then that's he's got Yuki bluffing before, so
何時
that's
間ですか?
the reason why
3
he's
です.
staying on the course here. 9-10 jack. Yuki's gonna check behind
So he
if Jay
come
checks.
in
No!
alone?
Trying to make it look like a bluff. I like this.
For me. mean, you are a translator, right?
Hands with showdown value check behind the fact that Yuki's betting here.
Okay. I use
Polarized
Wait,
the
wait,
range. And J Meister,
Alan.
the hero called him once before. Can he do it again? This time he would be wrong.
Around it?
Alone.
Alone. Ah, yeah, alone.
You are alone.
Yeah, only one.
Why?
Only two.
Caught him once. And that's the only reason he's thinking about calling.
Only alone is good.
Yeah.
Not even blocking the nut flush.
It's not a problem.
Not blocking
Okay, let me
any of the possible
come to
straights.
Philippines. Alone.
This was a 3-bet pot.
Come to streaming here.
The only reason he's thinking about calling because he caught Yuki bluffing the river earlier.
We're like, I think,
What a spot to be in.
3 days.
Right here
And he
at
comes to Masters.
cash
and
out
he's
cutoff.
Very good memory.
Midnight.
Local
time.
Okay.
Book the win, sir.
Like if I come to Manila, I cannot like I can play poker, but I cannot. Like,
He makes this call.
right? It's like,
He'll be right back where he started.
Sha only just
間違いなく
Come, but
硬いさ
and then
Stop.
yeah, Sha watching.
Floor.
And then floor.
invite him to
Yeah.
floor. Okay. Floor.
Yeah.
Get him.
So many things he can't beat, but he can beat ace king, ace queen.
Invited, yeah. Yeah, not introduced.
Floor took his fish. That's why I invite him here. Am I right?
The rest of the range he cannot
Last
beat.
hand.
Left hand.
J Meister started the night with 10,000. He makes this call, he'll be sitting on less than 10,000. All transactions. They say it's midnight. Everyone's just chucking their time cards at him. Saying all the time, this is gonna be the last hand of the stream. I say book the win.
Got it!
Oh, he makes the hero call, but that makes him a villain instead.
いいな最後
Pays off Yuki. Big pot at the very end.
素
Thank you for joining the stream,
はいよ
guys.
リバース
See you in the
112
next stream or on the tables.
すごいね
You've been watching the Masters Poker Live. Masters Poker Room in Malate, where skill beats luck.
Thank you. Last
Thank you and good morning.
Okay.
Nasaan na yun?
Satellite.
Wala, di ko na-
Satellite. Somebody wants to satellite 500?
Thank you.